I pranked you. Oh, hello everybody. There we go. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Thursday. Welcome back to the stream. It is not over already. My stream deck has very big buttons and I still managed to press the wrong one. BK, thank you very much for the 10-month resub. Good morning, good day all. I've never seen this lady live before. Hi. Good morning, good morning. We got a little coffee and we've got some time to be awakened, which is good because his system's not spinning up just yet. How is everybody? I was looking through my gear because I had raid last night. I was looking through my bags trying to figure out what to do with stuff, and I found a Warbound Raid Finder tier gloves for Hunter, Shaman, Evoker for male. And I was looking at it being like, when did this happen? And I realized, I don't know, but I sent it to my hunter. At first I thought that the raid had looted me a normal tier token for male. And I'm thinking, there's no way that nobody needed that. But it was Warbound to me and it was Raid Finder. So it must have dropped off something. I don't know. We're that exact, please. I've decided I'm going to live in it until the weather makes friends with me. Like it already. So tired, think I'm getting sick. Looking forward to sleeping a ton over the weekend. Are you home? I always get sick after a trip. If you want a fun read, go to Astalor Bloodsworn's Wowhead page, go to the comments. Oh man, I'm scared. After what we were talking about with him yesterday, I'm scared. Anyway, I was looking at the upgrader, trying to figure out what I want to do with my crests. I think I want to just commit them to stuff and just have item level. Because we struggled more than I expected us to in normal. We did fine. We went to Voidspire. We cleared 5 out of 6. We almost cleared Illyria. We would have gotten her if not for those meddling feathers at the end. Arrived late on Monday. Oh, nice. At least you could be home at the office today, but can pop in here for a bit. Is it lunchtime? Nice. 5 to 6 too. I thought that we, especially given how much gear people have been getting from Mythic Zeros, I thought we were gonna wipe the floor. I'm gonna do this because it's got leech. The stats aren't amazing for me for healing. Am I gonna do this? It's a weapon. I might craft a weapon though. I might leave it alone. My pants are a pretty safe upgrade. Those are pretty safe. Also, I'm not using my hero crest for anything else. Although I might use my hero crest to craft something later. Let's do gloves because I have 2 pairs that I can upgrade. So we can do the gloves and then we can do the other gloves. These sprawling tendrils, which have a bracer icon, but they are gloves, and we can do those without spending any extra crests. Love that. Thank goodness there's no more Valor Stones. 120 gold is nothing compared to having to deal with Valor Stones being a cap or being out and all this nonsense. I have more crests. I could do neck. I could do helm. I think I only have 1 helm. No, I have 2. Here, yeah, let's take helm to 5. That's a good one. I like doing any piece where I have 2 items because it means that I've got some half-decent stats for each spec. I'm keeping Holy Priest gear and Shadow Priest gear. I'm not happy about it. I've designated a bag. I have a bag that is ignore for cleanup and sell junk. It's separate from my normal gear bag. I guess I can put my my teleport cloaks and my Philosopher's Stone over there too. So this is the don't touch it. Don't touch it. It's important gear bag. I use default bags. I don't use any bag add-ons, and I am happy with that. And I'm gonna handle it like this. So I'll find a good until you disenchant stuff. I just hit item level 250. Woohoo! Good for me. Can you please tell where you found the black wings? Yeah, that is from Shadowlands. The Kyrian Covenant has a feature called the Path of Ascension. They are a back piece. They are available in a couple of colors. There are a few different colors you can get from different things to do with it, but you do Shadowlands content, go be Kyrian, do the Path of Ascension. They're in there. It's not so hard anymore. My gold! Yeah, when I say I might craft a weapon, I mean that I'm either going to work order one to somebody with sparks. Not yet. I would need 4 sparks, so I would need to wait, I think, at least another week. Or I guess I could level an alt and then level the profession and then craft it myself. That sounds cuckoo though. Although so does talking to strangers, so I don't know. I could just procrastinate forever and never use my sparks. I've done that before. But we need the gear. We need the gear because it's raids is tougher than I thought it was going to be. I thought we were going to cruise through to like halfway through heroic on all the gear that we had already, but we didn't. I might consider enchanting some of this garbage. That's going to be expensive though, and I have enchanting. I didn't really enchant anything. I did use flask, like medium flask. I used medium phoenix oil. And we had feast, so I had food buff. I don't know what's going on with my trinkets. My plan for today, so much as I had a plan, was to, I think, do weeklies. I guess I should go see if I can squeeze through the end of Stormarian Assault. I don't think so, but we can try. Do weeklies for rep. Although I'm gonna have to do this on my hunter anyways, because she has a quest to get her trinket, and you know, it doesn't matter which character I do it on. Do weeklies for rep, and do delves. I have lots of restored coffer keys. I can get champion upgrade crests. I still need more. I can use lots of them. Let's see if we can make it in time. I don't know. It's already 10 minutes in, but I feel like that event takes forever. We'll see. I don't have the add-on on this character. I had to turn all my add-ons off during raid last night because on Velgor and Azarak they were... I don't know which one was causing problems, but something was freaking out. And that fight's hard enough to heal without your game going gunk. I honestly think it was the error messages more than the actual add-ons that were causing problems. The add-ons look fine to me. You should be able to have 4 sparks now. Huh. Do you tip well for crafting orders? I try to tip industry standard unless it's flabby, in which case he's getting absolutely reamed. I don't tip flabby very well. I like go back and forth between like, well, I don't want to give him like a real tip because he's the Azeroth equivalent of Bezos in terms of gold. But it feels rude to give him nothing. And then I end up giving him like 100 gold, and that feels worse. Like, it feels just straight up worse. But if I'm tipping a stranger, I try to ask around and figure out what like the going rate is so I can tip like a normal amount, whatever that is. I don't know what it is anymore. Yeah, this should be fine. Let's see. Tracking. Mostly just this one. Yeah, as long as I defend the anchor. I don't need to do 3 waves or anything for this. It's interesting that I don't have a weekly for this. Like, oh no, I do. I do. We're fine. We're chilling.
Additional defenses are available. Activate them.
Okay, I gotta catch up. Cleared normal void spire in the first night. Thanks for the guides. Oh, thanks for watching them. I'm glad they worked. I was watching them myself, although I had to mute myself because I don't want to listen to me. But I turned on my subtitles and I'd put them on 1.5 speed to refresh my memory. They're pretty good. There's a few things that changed from beta to live. The dragons, putting their debuff on the dragons rather than the tanks. It doesn't like change anything, but it was annoying because we were trying to figure out where the debuff was. I don't know if I feel like I need to do more zeros. I think it's going to depend on if my friends are doing more. I don't think I'm going to pug them. Fiona0, thank you very much for the gift subs. I hope you enjoy your fishmonger Maypet. We got another week or so. What is it? Let me see. Until March the 26th. We got another, 7 more days. If you're thinking about the fishmonger Maypet, you don't have it yet. This is our support a streamer promotion. Gifting 2 subs, or I've heard you can buy one for yourself and gift 1. Can get you cute pet. Cute. Tip like 5k in crafting orders. I'm so stinking cheap that it makes me not want to craft in the first place. It's so hard for me to spend gold on gear because I know in my heart that I'm going to go to bed, I'm going to wake up in like 4 months, and we're going to be replacing it anyways. I know that you can upgrade and recraft these things for an expansion, and I've done it before. But in my head, I will spend all kinds of gold on cosmetics and things that are tied to my account forever. These are benefits that I know I'm never going to have walked back. But gear is so temporary that it feels horrific to spend more than like 5k total, not just on the tip for me. So I often end up not crafting anything. Don't craft. Cosmetics are the true end game. We all know it. I used to feel like I had a chance of getting, not all the cosmetics, but like a lot of them. I'm so lost in terms of that in this expansion. Also, I don't know where my pet is. I tamed a mana worm. I tamed a purple man and worm and I named her Esther because I thought she had Esther energy. I don't know where she went. She's probably fighting something over here. Esther? Oh, there she is. I just thought the model was so amazing. I needed one. I still need to go tame some more Florifon. I want a Potatoed and I want a Petal Wing for sure. Probably spent 50k on my staff between 3-star mats, enchant tip yesterday. Felt terrible. In the War Within, I feel like I crafted a weapon once that cost me almost 100k. But I felt like I had to do it because it was we were gonna heroic raid prog. It was my best embellish. But it was just so expensive to get all of the bits for it. And I also, whenever I'm trying to collect all of the bits and get like not just the mats, but also the thing that designates the item level and then the thing that designates the embellish and like, I'm having a hissy fit the entire time because I just get so confused and overwhelmed and like, wait, you want me to get another thing? And it's also high stakes. Like if you put it in wrong or you get the wrong one, you're so toast that the whole thing stresses me out immeasurably. Don't have to do the extra step where you turn in crest for enchanted crests. Does it just take your crests directly? I wish it didn't take crests at all. I guess it has to like set the difficulty or whatever, but like I don't like having to set aside crests. I'd rather use them to upgrade stuff and not have to think, because I don't even know how many I should set aside. You know what I mean? This is just me being disorganized and blaming everybody else for it. Okay. That's just, we don't need to do that. We can turn in guarded treasures. This is an alt. She's just picking up her trinket. But I needed to do it for rep anyways. I made my chat window insanely tiny for raid footage because I was recording our Illyria pulls and I wanted the real estate. But now I can't see anything. I guess I can fix it. Edit mode. Can we just, yeah. Whoop. A little better. I probably shouldn't be making permanent changes to my UI, but I just have been. I've just been shaking it around. Did I get reputation? I feel like I should have done. It was my first one for the week, I thought. I don't know. Maybe it's not like unlocked properly on that character. Esther looks like she's ready to join Salatat's army. She just looks so good with my transmog. It's just we're monochrome matching girlies. It's too cute. Look at her. She totally has Esther energy. Yeah, especially since they're capped. I will say at least the champion cap is massive. I appreciate that the champion crest cap is so huge. Let's get this done. Get my crucible on my alt because she's a fresh 90, so her gear sucks. So that'll help. Pick up my mail because I sent myself those Elefar tear gloves. Kind of nice. Don't see anything else to do with them. I can't believe my hunter got tier before my priest. It's so rude. Low. Isn't it 400? The champion crest cap was 400. I thought that was crazy. I'm not gearing up my hunter today. This is not what I'm doing. I'm just getting sidetracked over here. What do you want? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Let's go home. Maybe I've been gaming so too hard. Maine has gotten so many warbound items. I don't even know what my tier set does. I'm sure I'll get it at some point. Normally I just get my tier set out of like Vault or whatever. At least Catalyst opens a little earlier. Oh yeah, I've got Finery funds too. That's right. This character finished Sojourner of Herondar, so she picked up Finery funds so we can go spend those on something. It's in the bazaar. It's on like the northern side, I think. Lucky pull on the 600 Moxie Enchanting Loot Box. Got like 80k worth of mats. Oh, nice! Over here. You're not Finery funds. I feel like I'm so close. Alright, turning my on. I installed City Guide yesterday, and I updated Hazel's add-on Google Doc to include it, so there is a link to it in the Google Doc. And all it does is put icons on the map. And one of them is for the Finery vendor. So then it's this way. This is worth it. This saves time. It's right over here. Okay. Different lady with a cart. They're like the mall kiosks. Alright, we have 8 options left. I have purchased 2 of these already. I love that if you hide the shoulders, you've got like a bicep high sleeve. I would almost call it a thigh high sleeve, but that's not how legs work. And then kind of like this halter top situation. We've got that in a couple of colors. These ones, same situation. If you hide the shoulders, you've got open shoulders. And these ones actually have like a little bit of a poof sleeve, and then they buckle on with like a belt, which is kind of crazy. I definitely have them in at least one color. This color is very cute. This one blends together too much. Crystal Snap, thank you very much for the 40-month resub. Getting the green ones. Your mob looks lovely, Hazel. Thank you. I'm looking for my new outfit. I'm so confused that I didn't, to my knowledge, get Singularity rep from the thing. Oh well. I'm sure we'll get it all eventually. What kind of pet is that? She is a mana worm. I tamed her in... must have been Eversong Woods. The team has to be double, but half the battle is spent pulling the sleeves up. I, as a teenager, once wore a cosplay to an anime convention, and the costume, I don't remember what the character was or even what she was from, but I remember it had sleeves like that. They were not attached to anything but my arm, and they sat right about here, and we had to use adhesive to stick them on. It was basically double-sided costume tape to glue them to my upper arms, and you spent the entire day trying to like smoosh them back down. They weren't very no, they were heavy because they were long. They were long and dramatic. I didn't make them. I was bad at making cosplay, and my friends were great at making cosplay and had more cosplay than they had days to wear them, so I would just wear theirs. It worked out for me. We're going to... I want to look on my map at Voidstorm. If I look at the thing... I can't tell. I guess I don't need it. I must have done it already this week. Anyway. I want to get some Shards of Dun Dun, and I want to do Abundance and Legends of the Harenir real quick, just because if I forget them, I'm gonna be annoyed. You gotta do them at least once a week. Legends of the Harenir is pretty fast, so we'll start with that. That's pretty straightforward. Hidden Mana Worm, get from Murder Road. Doesn't ring a bell. Could be worse. Cringed a little when I learned there were adhesive bras. Well, generally they're not adhering to the sensitive bit. Any glue that's involved is usually not on anything that can't handle it. There's also silicone ones that will kind of like cling to your body from body heat, and those are actually they get hot if you're sweating, but they're otherwise decently comfortable. Hi Hazel, hello, how you doing? Now chainmail bras, that's a bridge I cannot cross. Legends of the Harenir, it's up top. Sorry for yelling. If it's in a building, I will one day figure out where the heck I'm going. I'm so close. It's over here, isn't it? Yes. Alright. Getting there. This I think we're largely just doing for achievements. Now I've got 2 of them already collected. Let's pick another one. I'm just going left to right. I don't know about you guys. I don't see any good reason to do any different. I'm sure we're going to have to do all of them. They all seem as good as another one. Would you say stuff looks better on Harenir than Night Elves? I think that their stance showcases the armor a little better. They're very well balanced, and I feel like their stance shows things off very nicely. I couldn't say... I haven't worn any plate on them. I don't wear a lot of plate. It's always worth a Harenir ult. This is for a world quest. I don't need to do it. I am giga capped on coffer key shards. I have 7 coffer keys to spend, but they won't let me get any more shards. I've had my 600 for the week. Going this way. Delete the Harenir. What are you saying to my hunter? Augment runes do not last through death. They do not. You need a new one every time you wipe. They are the most expensive thing. Next to potions, I guess, which I also don't use. About, like, raid consumables. Generally, especially during, like, Race to World first weeks, most people aren't bothering unless you are insane. I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. I never, ever raid with augment runes until we get perma augment runes. You're asking me to press, like, a delete multiple thousands of gold button every pull? That's what it feels like. It feels like a button of, like, hey, would you like to delete some gold? Like, a lot of it? No! Sent all 8 keys. Yeah, I need to do some delves today to work on that, to try to catch up. At least 4 would be great. Clearly, I'm not getting them done in a hurry because I haven't even started. Wasn't sure where to go. When you're in, go to the cave. Night elves stand grumbling in the corner about the existence of the Harrier. Don't PvE, so I've been selling them all. Yeah, that's what I do too. I do PvE and I sell them all. If I get any from like a crafting order or whatever, on the auction house they go. That is gold for me to keep. I don't even know what I'm saving my gold for. Principle? It's a character trait? On Smaug the Dragon. I don't know. Augment runes I had last expect lasted through death. So most expansions, they will do what's called a permanent augment rune in the final patch, and it's usually quite expensive to get, but that one, I guess it doesn't last through death. You might be thinking of Vantis runes. Different kind of rune. But those ones you can refresh for free and you can macro them into stuff. In the final, usually the final tier of the expansion. Ethereal augment rune still worth getting. New rune so expensive. It doesn't give you very many stats. I never got it. What in the Dead by Daylight was that quick time event? I don't know. Do you know why toilet paper is the best detective? No, but I feel like I'm about to find out. I guess I have to walk over to these things. You guys wanna... Oh, sure. Yeah, okay. That works. 100k for the new ones cost quite a bit. Usually I kind of take a look at the math and I think how many augment runes would I have to buy before I reach this point. And then I think about how much raiding I have left to do at that point, which is usually not much because normally we quit raiding quite early at the end of the expansion. And then I consider whether I would have even bought those augment runes in the first place. Usually I do go for a perma augment, but last expansion I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't. I saved the gold. I didn't need to spend it. Because it gets to the bottom of things. Alright, that's okay. That's kind of cute. Increases it by 25, not worth the 1,000 gold. But buy mine, please. Yeah, I have a exciting and complicated life balancing my desire to do big healing numbers and to be helping get my group through progression versus my desire to be absolutely irritatingly cheap. You need to repair. Oh no. Oh, I also don't have a fort buff on. Really wish augment runes were a reasonable price. We have other consumables that are reasonable price. It's not too expensive to do, like, there's so many things. You've got your food and you've got your flask and you've got your weapon oil and you've got your potions, health and damage. I feel like there's plenty of stuff to shop for. I can just pretend those ones don't exist. Containment wards placed. Alright. Couldn't tell you the first thing about what's going on. That's okay. I wonder how I place a containment ward. Maybe if I walk over to it. Don't worry so much about what. I'll ask for help if I'm looking for help. I promise. Let me figure some stuff out on my own. I want to be able to do everything without spending 1k plus per pull. Yeah. I don't know how people that have to use damage potions cope. I get off real easy playing a healer. Because in theory, like, yeah, I guess I could use mana potions, but if I don't run out of mana, then I don't need to do it. And yeah, you could use, like, a throughput potion, but generally speaking, I'm like, well, what if I need a mana potion? I don't need a mana potion. I end up just not using those at all. I do use health potions, generally. Don't bother with damage potions. If I'm DPSing a key, I will get at least the 2-star ones, because I need to try and do big damage. I may not always succeed, but I have to try, and I know that potions, especially on the right pull at the right moment with your cooldowns, make a huge difference. Much bigger than like an augment rim. Man, it's felt crazy since the class pruning on those classes for me. I was having trouble spending mana. I did eventually manage to spend some mana down to like 40% on fights that we were under healing, and it was a catastrophe the whole time. But it's hard to spend mana on a Holy Priest. I think other classes have different situations. Bizarre Bites sell ridiculously well as well, speaking of 1k plus mats. Nice. You having a good gold making time? Flask and food, that's it. No weapon oil? I feel like that one's kind of on par with flask and food, where you don't have to refresh it like super often. It's only like 150 gold. You get like an hour or two or whatever. I got 87 minutes left on my Phoenix oil. Oh wait, I'm not done? You want me to drink tea? It's the only thing that's cheap. Yeah. Gold making as a tank is great right now. Keep joining any tanking queue that gives bonuses. Nice. They just spit out augment runes, huh? I've never had gold before. Blowing like 80k to level my tailoring in early access was a good idea. The investment paying off. Yeah. Alright. Extra achievements and stuff. And I got my Harati rep, and I got my house decor. I also got a house decor that I think was from Raid or something. I don't know. And then more coffer key shards, which I feel like just vanished. I don't feel like I got anything from that. I didn't get a key and I didn't get any shards because I'm capped. I'll take some Voidlight Marl and some Dawn Crests. Okay. Abundance. I need more shards of Dun Dun. I am a crafter. I do not have gathering professions. I could fish for them. I have 5 out of 8 somehow. Oh no, I'm 0 out of 8 for my weekly. If I was just gonna fish for a while for them, where should I fish? I guess I don't need to do shards of Dun Dun. I could. I don't have to. We could just do a little bit of abundance somewhere. Don't I have to pick up a weekly for it in Zolomon or something? No? I don't know. Where is it? It's over here. Let's go to Eversong and C, I guess. No, the fragments! Back above 1.5 mil. Hooray for jewel crafting. Nice. One notable thing that sold really well, purple disenchanting crystals. Their price has fallen off now that there's so much more loot coming out of Mythic 0 with the daily lockouts. Got late remind the fountain, middle of Silvermoon. Best place to get shards, chests you find in ZA. Fish form. Got all 8 in the fountain. Okay. Get him from treasures too. I've had a few of them, although clearly not this week. I'm tripping. There's a fountain in the middle of Silvermoon? There's like a... Oh. Oh. Oh yeah, I guess I could fish in here. Although I'm in the fountain, I'm looking around, I don't see any fish. My immersion. Let's do this for a little bit, I guess. Maybe not. Yeah, you can get them from patron orders. I haven't really been crafting anything. I just haven't really had the bandwidth. Entrance, whatever it is, can't miss it. That's good. Put Dawn crystals up and a bot bought them all. What makes you think it's a bot? Dawn crystals, like other reagents, are region-wide. So any person in all of North America, like your region, I guess. I don't know if you're North American. But if you are North American, all it takes is anybody across Canada, Mexico, Brazil, the United States, Australia, to think I need some Dawn crystals and then buy them, and if yours are at the top of the queue because you just posted them, of course they're going to go first. It's most likely an actual player. It's one of my favorite things about the change to make reagents region-wide is that you aren't like undercutting people. Like they sell so much faster because you're selling to like the global or the region-wide pool. Hazel is confused about that. I thought Abundance was Zolomon's weekly event, but it rotates zones. It still gives rep with the Amani, I'm pretty sure. I'll check for you here, because I'm about to do it. Yeah. Shell the Chip Amani Tribe. Abundant offerings. Going to give 2k Amani rep. It doesn't matter which zone it starts in. It is confusing that it doesn't always happen in Zolomon. Okay, we gotta do this. Shall I join a group? Because last time I sucked at this. Let's just do... Great big one. Looks like lots of people are still doing this. You're most likely, when you do post a region-wide thing, to sell it within the first 10 seconds. And if you don't, it's not unusual for it to not sell at all, because at that point, other people are also, as quickly as people are buying them, people are also posting them. And you can get kind of shoved down the queue to a point where it won't catch back up to the point that people are buying yours, because they sell on a last in, first out is the principle there. So sometimes if you don't sell it right away, it won't. Like sometimes it'll sell later, but often it won't sell at all. Your best chance is usually quite quickly with stuff like an herb or whatever. It's where people were buying them before I put them up. Richly abundant. I heard they made some changes to this. I don't know what they did.
You shall be benevolently rewarded in abundant kind. Magnificent contributions, my acolytes. Revel in this divinely abundant boon.
Cannot carry any more abundance. There's a spot to turn him in somewhere. Over here? Yeah. Oh, it's all out. Need more. I know that you can use the currency or whatever to get stuff that you need for your purple profession gear. I don't know if or when I'm worrying about that. Clearly I'm not too fussed about professions just yet this expansion. I think it was just one thing too many. They kind of fell by the wayside. Maybe I'll catch up later. Maybe I won't. Outside of that, cosmetic-wise, I got the eagle pretty early. I guess I can look at the vendor and see what else there is. I play on Lightbringer North America. That seemed kind of expensive. Stretch goal, certainly. Yeah. It's hard for me because I want to buy all the cosmetics. Do you want to level your evoker soon? Not until Battle Visage. If I'm happy with my priest, I don't need to level my evoker at all. It's really contingent on me being dissatisfied with Holy Priest. And it seems like right now I can keep up, and learning the new spec is enough of a change to kind of keep me busy. Maybe once I get like good at it, it'll be boring, because it's true that it's a lot more smart heals than it used to be. You press a button and a bunch of stuff happens independently of you and your oversight. I felt like my intelligence was like a tiny bit insulted. It's like they don't trust me to figure out where the heals should go, so they're like, listen, just press this button on anybody. We'll heal people. It's fine. But if it's doing well and I'm not super bored during raid, I'm happy to play it.
Magnificent contributions, my acolytes. Revel in this divinely abundant boon.
Better to do profession stuff first, get new expansion gold, quit if you want to after raid releases. In terms of gold making efficiency, yes. Absolutely. But there's no gold in the world that makes it worth trying to do something you're not in the mood to do. Game is for fun. If something doesn't sound fun, don't do it. That's my philosophy. I will burn out of this game so fast if I'm doing stuff because I feel like I have to. I like how it pretended to give me 11 copper key shards. You're not giving me any. I'm full. Alright, turn that in. I mostly just wanted the Amani tribe rep, to be honest. And I want to look at the vendor. I guess I can leave the group. The transmogs up here, kind of whatever. Not that exciting. They remind me of the Azerothian Archives tools. I feel like we've had those. The decor, same thing. Kind of cool. Not that exciting. I like the stool. The shelves and stuff. Yeah. Not that crazy. I didn't even get the knowledge. I guess maybe I should do that. I need to get my enchanting level up higher before I even spend any of the knowledge that I have because I picked the wrong specialization when I was first leveling up. These are nice. I got the mount already, so that's done at least. Or I got one of the mounts. I don't have this one yet. I couldn't wait for that. That one you need an achievement for. That's kind of a later me problem. I'm assuming this is the thing. The fused vitality that you need? I don't know. Might just get this just to get it off of my... Get it off of my thing.
You have fine days, Ashura.
Winging it with my specs? Guaranteed I chose the wrong ones. I did the stupidest thing. I should have looked it up ahead of time. I didn't. I picked Transitories, Tonics, and Tools because I thought it was going to give me illusion recipes, and I thought, wow, what a great way to get first craft experience for leveling. It does not give you illusion recipes. It doesn't do anything, really. I could put specs into here, I guess for mana oils, which are like the least profitable thing. I spent 5 points, realized my mistake, and I've held on to them otherwise, so I've got 84 points saved. I'm gonna spec into, I don't know, a real spec later, but I need to get the actual skill up. And I need to get it up by doing, I don't know, stuff. Petrified roots are so expensive. I'll have to look into it. Partner and I had the same experience. It's my own fault. I just assumed. I took a big swing and I missed so hard. I could have looked it up. I have, you know, the internet at my fingertips over here. Anyway, I have done my abundance. I've done my Legends of the Heronir. I did a Stormarian Assault. I already did Sultheral Soiree for this week, so I'm feeling good about my rep weeklies. Kind of want to poke around at the rep vendors and see if I can buy anything cool. I feel like I haven't looked at them in a while. I'm Silverman Court 13. Anything fun? You have the internet? Need to do my Bountiful Delves. Yeah, same. I'm telling myself I'm going to keep up with them. This expansion at the beginning, I'm going to use my keys. I'm going to work on the meta. I'm telling myself that. Has it happened yet? Not so much. Full expansion to do things. He was doing math last night and how many hours it would take him to farm abundance for epic profession gear and 11 characters. Holy. Oof. Goodness. I want to look at the vendors and I want to look at the delve meta, actually. See if there's anything that sounds like fun to kind of chip away at while doing my bountiful delves. Hello. Thank you. You sell me anything I want? I have one of those. I bought them back when they were expensive. Woof. That's a later me problem. Have that appearance for a different item. Sure. Yeah, give me an enchanting book. Didn't buy that yet. Now I can have 94 points that I haven't spent yet. Oh, they made these things cheaper. That's good. Yeah, let's get them. Let's get one of these and one of these and one of these. Good first time house bonuses. Chair. Gotta have the floating spire shelf. And the turning. This is really cool. Voidlight Marl has been happening. Oh, Dragonhawk Munchkin. Yes, please. Toast to those around you with your glass of Sindori wine. It's going to be 4,000 Marl, but it sounds kind of fun. I want it. Here we go. Let's check it out. Okay, we got stuff. There's my new pet. Hang on. We got to enjoy. We must summon Dragonhawk Munchkin. This one can battle. We have our furniture. Oh, I have another Soltheral's favor. I need to, I guess, do another task or something. I don't know. I thought I gave them all. I was wondering why it was done with so fast. Did I learn the toy already? Did I purchase the toy? I meant to. Sindori wine. Nope, there's the toy. I appreciate that they opened the journal to the right page. 5-minute cooldown. Raise a glass. I don't know why I thought there would be an animation and not just, huh. Do I keep it while I'm... Oh, yeah, I run around with it. Cheers, everybody. Mwah. Not a Delve Weekly. Delves is often an option that you can take from the general weekly. I wonder if that's... I mean, I guess that was true before. I haven't seen a Delve Weekly. It's giving Fill My Cup, which... First time I go back and do all the hidden chest achievements. Yeah. Let me look at the Delve meta. Let's look at some achievements. What are we trying to do? I know there's a mount for Glory the Midnight Delver. It gives you a Giganto Monis. One of them is Lore Master for doing all of the stories. One of them is Curio Fanatic for just getting all the curios, I'm sure. Treasures, and then Nemesis. It's pretty straightforward. Mainly, and then Treasure Seeker is a title for doing the sturdy chests in the Midnight Delve, so we can keep working on that. I think Handy Notes has been pointing them out for me. Something's been pointing them out for me. They're huge on my map. I'll leave it off for now, actually. Yeah, Rise are a little bit nuts. Also, my cup's gone. No more wine for me. Is it a double question mark Delve boss angle? Oh, I'm missing the context. I don't know what you mean. Shady Nemesis just wants you to, I think, just do it on the first question mark. I don't think you need to do it in the second for the Delve meta. Okay, so we don't need to do anything too crazy. It's just do the different stories. Get the treasures. That's kind of it. The other achievements are... Yeah, Midnight, Delve Healer, Delver Tank, which I feel like I'm not too fussed about. Delver with the Depths. Okay, straightforward enough. Oh yeah, there was some, like, general Delve meta stuff that I never finished yet for completing 500 Delves or 250 coffers. Never finished that last expansion. Also, I never did the puzzles thing. I only got that one halfway done. Maybe they're talking about the achievement mount. Maybe, but I don't know what the question is. Is it what does the mount look like? Mount reward is pretty awesome. Watch your copy. Has it been a while back? Nice. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it eventually. I usually do it late patch after I have all of my gear from like Heroic Raid and stuff. Lightbringer's a good server. Don't listen to the It's Dead nerds. Who's saying Lightbringer's dead? It's like a healthy medium pop server. It's also really nice to not be a giga mega server because when the expansion was launching, people on like Area 52 and stuff couldn't get in for a while. And I was cruising and everybody said it was streamer privilege, but I think it was just Lightbringer privilege. Being on the biggest possible server is not always a good thing. Alright. Let's go do this one. Collegiate Calamity. Only thing to do is just crack on. Crack on and keep doing bountifuls. I'm gonna do 8s. I can't think of a good reason to progress higher than 8. Especially when it used to be you could get your better crests from like 11s a couple times a week, and you can do that in Midnight, but from what I understand, that's on the Delve seasonal track. I was looking at it. So your Delve seasonal track, I guess it's pretty early, but I still haven't unlocked it. I'm only 1. Once you get to 2, a Gilded Stash now appears after completing a level tier 11 Delve. And at level 4, the Gilded Stashes grant Myth Crest. So there's no point, I think, in me doing 11s just yet. I think I need to progress my Delve farther anyways. They're not going to give me Myth Crest if I do them right now. So I feel like I'm just going to not. I think I'm just going to do 8s. I use my treasure map on an 8. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's not going to give you better gear to do it on a higher one, I don't think. Okay. Calamity, this way. I wonder how long it'll take me to, like, figure out the stories and stuff. The mirror situation from yesterday. I had fun, but I have no idea how long I was in there. It could have been a while. Let me get some Blood Knight flasks just to have a little bit of juice here. Not the expensive ones. Do I have these? No, I got some Shattered Sun flasks. I use different flasks for Holy and Shadow, and it's driving me crazy. Also, I'm way too cheap to buy the good ones. I'm only using it for delves. Did I buy it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then I'm sure I have some terrible party food. I've got these biscuits. They're awful. They're just awful. Royal Roast is not that expensive. We can do primary food. What is a Blood Knight burger? What is it made of? I'm going on a 5-day trip. Don't want to lose my watch streak. I think you're all good. I've heard that you can... I mean, I don't stream Monday, Tuesday, but I've heard that if you just watch the VOD, even if you're not available when it's live, if you watch the VOD on Twitch within 24 hours, that counts for your streak. I've heard that. Anything hidden you can find by pointing the mirror into the right crevice or whatever? Maybe. It's good secret finding logic. I'm not real happy with my transmog. This look is cute, but like, I'm not super happy with it. But if I stop to mess with my transmog now, I'm really never going to do a delve. So we're going to do it in an 8. We're doing the bountiful one. We'll open the coffer and everything. Not going to be in a huge hurry, but I do want to keep track of how long this takes me. Get our second food buff. I repaired my gear. I've got my... Yeah, I've got some buffs. I'm fine. What do they want me to do? Devouring host slain. Arcane wards activated. Portal used is optional. Okay. Can't confirm. You can do that. What about the prey gear with the cool shoulders and wings? Was it on the vendor? That was the only prey gear that I really looked at, was the stuff on the vendor. It didn't, like, really sell me, to be honest. It was okay. I'm excited about the prey mounts later in the prey journey. Although not enough to do anything super cracked and try to, like, grind them ahead of time.
Gather yourself. Your pain, my pleasure.
I do have slightly better item level than I used to, so that might help. Yeah, we want these. Anyone done the easy delve boss yet? Flabby did. He said it was actually fine. Maybe I'll take a crack at it, just to kind of have a look. Hazel, great to see you. Love how the hair is growing out. We are no longer neighbors. Moved to Mesa, Arizona. I hope you're enjoying Arizona. Don't get too attached to the hair. You never know when I'm going to just snipe it. Much less to learn than Kaiveza for sure. Yeah, Kaiveza I felt like I needed to... It wasn't that she was complicated. It was that I needed to keep drilling it until I had it in my bones. It wasn't enough to know what the mechanic was. You needed to do it like 100 times. Flabby's not one of the 4K first delve boss killers. He did not do it in time. He didn't really try until after it was full, though. It filled up pretty quick. Had to have a lot of reps for her, yeah.
I'll staunch the bleeder.
Yeah, I could probably take a crack. At least the first difficulty of it. Might be reasonable. I have cooldowns. Let's try a big pull, huh? Also, I don't know what my extra action button does, but it could be something.
Be bolder.
Oh, it's a single target, big damage, buff.
Shadow protect you. I'll take that.
Yeah, not bad. Not a bad idea. Love this delve, lots of fun. A little hot, hit 103 Fahrenheit yesterday. It's supposed to be hotter today. Holy smokes. We're still in winter over here. It is wet and humid. And gray and dark, but that's okay. We got video games. It's all sunny in Eversong. You can do it. Yeah, maybe not on our first try, but that's okay. Let's see if we can find some of these. Okay, there's one. I don't remember this delve. I may or may not have done this. I must have. I mean, I must have done it just to level. But oh, novel. Thanks for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Hope you had a lovely stream. Good morning or afternoon or evening, depending on what time it is for you guys. For an already hot place, Southern Arizona, unreasonably warm. Everything I know about Arizona relates to how hot it is. Or the fact that the state, I don't know if they still do, but they used to have some really restrictive, for better or for worse, gambling legislation that prevented Arizona-based esports players from participating in cash prize tournaments. Something about competitive sweep. I don't know. It was a whole thing. But yeah, mostly it was just Pokemon Go players getting heat stroke. We were watching optimal sheep haircut video for WoW. Old WoW scene. Oh, I don't remember that one. Hello, novel. I believe that it's a thing. It sounds so out there. What is the optimal sheep haircut? Is it a sheep mohawk? Old TBC behind the scenes videos died laughing. Oh, that's fun.
Stay here and recover.
Mrs. Muffin, thank you very much for the gift sub. Appreciate it.
My eyes on
It's
you.
the full woolly. Did I get that arcane ward? I feel like I fell off before I did it. 5 minutes in here. I feel like time runs differently for me in delves. They always feel slower than they are. I'll finish a delve and it'll feel like I've been in there for an hour, and if I check the time, it's been like 18 minutes. Anything over like 12 and I start to get antsy. I wonder where that portal will take me. Up would be good. They're not timed. I'm just impatient. There's no incentive to do them more quickly aside from having more time in your day for like living your life and stuff. Bit boring sometimes. Have the same with Midnight Delves currently. My problem is that I remember seeing a YouTube ad of all places before the War Within when they were advertising delves, and they were like, content you can do in the time it takes to brew a pot of coffee. And they were advertising it as like this bite-sized faster than dungeons thing that you could do in like 10 minutes. And I don't know, I'm just not that fast. I never do them in 10 minutes, but I'm expecting to, so I feel like extra slow. Yeah, that's a lie. I mean, for people that are super good at them, and then also have a lot of gear, like Flabby, I'm sure Flabby's never in a delve for longer than 10 minutes. He probably pulls the whole thing in 3 pulls, pops Lust, and then he's done. Exactly, yeah, if you pull big, you can do it fast. I'm a Shadow Priest. It's not in my DNA to pull big. My nature tells me that more than 2 packs is going to kill me. It's not always true. But sometimes. They meant that really fancy pour-over coffee. Yeah.
Gather yourself.
So here's my 4th arcane ward. Time dilation factor for Hazel. If she does it in blank units of time tries, it'll take me at least 1.4 times as many. It's funny, I have that for Flabby. Anytime Flabby tells me about doing something, I do some mental math to like adjust it for Hazel metrics. But I do find running a stopwatch to track how long it's actually taking me is both kind of interesting and also helps me, I don't know, want to go. It makes an extra minigame to kind of keep it fun. You don't have to do it fast. But if you were bored in the delve and you were fairly certain that you were going to succeed at it, it was just a question of when. Trying to kind of compete with yourself to improve the when is a perfectly fine way to keep yourself busy and entertained. Why is this guy so buff? Oh, perhaps I should use my scribble journal. There we go. What do you want now? Boss. Alright. I'm gonna take a leap. Woo! Come on, Valera! Valera, you're late! This one I might actually get done in sub 10 minutes.
Don't waste this. Not quick enough.
I don't know what just happened. I drank a potion. I really shouldn't do that without reading what they do. Although I think that the guy is little now. What did I turn him into? He's a bunny rabbit. He's a little bunny rabbit that I keep misreading as the void-scorned vegan.
Here and recover.
It's like, why is he so angry? I can't not get feared. I don't know what max Valera level is. I'm also curious to find out. There's like extra stuff that's been pulled. I'm gonna blame Valera. I don't think I did it. I'm just gonna focus on the boss.
Take strength from this.
The urge to throw a prey trap at her. I don't know where she went. Maybe it died.
Darkness.
Did I do it?
I'll staunch the bleeding. Be my eyes on
Eh.
you. One moment.
Ah, it reset! Why? Oh, my cooldowns are on cooldown and everything. And it's still a bunny rabbit. Continuing to be a bunny. I was like, oh boy, I won. Wowie, good for me.
Gather yourself.
I can't see the buff to see if it's improving his damage done by 20%. It might be. I don't have a kick for you. You're gonna just terrify me, that's fine. I wonder what's up with the undergrads. What happens if I stand with them?
Stay
It's a green circle. It looks like good things are happening.
Your life is mine.
I'm hitting him with student experiments. I mean, that's funny. I didn't really find any treasures on my map. I feel like after I'm done, I should go around and look for them. Anyone else feel like a bully for doing normal mode prey hunt for all the achievements? They die so fast. Yeah, I was working on that a bit too. I was doing extra nightmare random preys just to get more footage of them.
I'll staunch the bleeding. Be bold.
And kind of looking at the prey meta. I haven't done the fishing thing yet, but I'm kind of tempted to. She's gonna fear me. This one's lighthearted. Maybe that's why I enjoy it. Feels low stakes.
I'll be
There we
more
go.
helpful now.
Alright, so I got the story. I got a Bountiful Delve done. That was my last Collegiate Calamity story. We'll get our loot. It must be Handy Notes, right? That is putting the... It must be Handy Notes that's putting the Delve treasures on my map. I'm gonna reload with Handy Notes and see if that does it. Nope. Also, I don't know if I did Neleus' minions. I feel like I must have not. Anyway. Got a Veteran Warbound trinket. That'll be nice for my, hunter, actually. It seems like the fastest way to gear my hunter is to not play my hunter. I get so much stuff that's just like Warbound by default. Oh, and I got one for me too. I wonder if it's any good. Glorious Crusader's Keepsake. I don't know. Trinkets, unless they're like in the top 5 of my tier list, I have no idea what to do with them. What add-on did I have that was putting... Was it Delve Companion? Is it updated? No. Something was putting giga massive chests on my main map, not my mini map. And it was really cool. And I want it back. They're not candy buckets, right? It is handy. Let's make sure it's enabled for delves. What does that mean? I turned on handy notes. There's no delve thing. I have it on. Let me look at the map. Treasure. Oh yeah, there we go. Can I like make that bigger? I would love to. I guess we can go look for them. They're tiny. One there, and one over there. It may require a different story, but we'll go try. Thank you. Yeah, there may be more than one add-on that does it. So there's one here-ish. It could be like up there, though. Oh, no, here it is. There's one. Miss Jessica Crow, thank you very much for the brand new Prime sub. Appreciate it. And Fosca Vista with a gift sub. Thank you. There's one gonna be way over there. Oh, hey, a gravestone. Apparently, once you've unlocked some extra options, you can edit your cosmetic gravestone in the basement of the Delvers headquarters. Sounds kind of wacky to me. I believe I was in there for 10. I would have had it done in under 10 minutes if it hadn't been for the boss resetting. I still don't know why it reset. Sneaky
from nature.
Sneaky treasure? Oh no, she'll still gather for me. Oh, what? Parkour. I see them with like the tiniest possible things, but it'll show me the path, so that's good. We'll go get it. I want the achievement while I'm in here. I may as well. How's raid treating everybody so far? You like the fights? We actually wiped on the first boss at normal. I don't know if that's ever happened to us. We messed up the tic-tac-toe by accident. It was a total easy mistake to make. We thought we were on a spot that was an already taken spot, and it looked like it was. We just mixed it up with a spot that was not yet taken. I might have to kill this. It's in my way. Doing it like an hour. There is some LFR available. Yeah, first wing at least. There's a world in which I do it for a chance at tier. I always say that though, and I never actually do it. Especially now that I can get the LFR cosmetic set appearance without having to do LFR. Just by completing the set on a higher difficulty. Love that. Massive change. It's been fun. Last night was my first raid night. Got to the last boss, ran out of time, usually raid for 3 hours. Yeah, that's exactly what we did. Do you guys do more than one raid night in a week? We're going to be back in there tonight. We're going to do, I think, Chimeras first, and then we'll probably take another crack at Illyria. I need to review my footage today sometime. I need to find time and sit down and review my footage because I cannot figure out. I'm just having a stupid moment. I was paying attention. I wasn't multitasking. I could not figure out the trajectory on the Illyria light arrows. For some reason, the graphic just shorts out my brain. It doesn't make sense to me. I thought it made sense, and I tried to shoot the ads to break their shields, and I missed 10 times out of 10, even though I was positive I had it. It was breaking me. So I need to go. I have footage of it, so I need to go back and figure it out. Okay, so we got to go inside. Struggle with that, too. There's something about it that's just not clocking for me. And I think if I look at it without being in the middle of it, maybe that'll help. I have not seen Galaxy Weapon enchants. Oh, can I not come down there? I need to get... Or maybe I am down there. I don't know. I need to get... It says this is the spot. Maybe it's a different story for this one. I don't know. Treasure's like out this way. Or maybe I'm fine. Maybe this is it. Maybe it's just in the bush. It's in the bush! Woo! Alright. Nice. Can I... Does my toy use... Does my Delvatron... Delvabot... War Within Bountiful Delve. Ooh. I'm mad at that. Seriously? That's so useless. I was excited to get that. Mad. Okay. Well, I'll just fly the old-fashioned way, I guess. Let's just hearth. That's not my Hearthstone. I remember this demon hunter was swearing at me and pinging me in LFR and the war within. I just could not figure out what his problem was. Yeah, brand more for works at least. That's good. What else do we have? Oh no, not this one. I'm terrible at this delve. I need it for the story achievement though. I also need the treasures. I'm going to be in there for a while. I'm going to take a break first. I need a walk. I need to clear the dishes off my desk. I need to get my wits about me for this one. I'll be right back. I brushed my teeth, so you know I'm ready for this. This is so cute. I would not be safe around that dog. Looking at the chops. He does it when he's like really sleepy and comfy, and we call it his num-nums because he's just going num, num. And he does it like when he's really like oozing in. And my favorite thing in the whole world is if I'm on the couch and he's also on the couch, which he doesn't always do, but sometimes. Last night, actually, after raid, we all got cuddled up on the couch, and he'll kind of like shuffle himself up to me, and he'll smoosh his head into my thigh, and then he'll do his comfy num-nums, and I die. It's so cute. I'm obsessed with my dog. I know he's my dog. I know he lives with me. I just want to hug him and buy him yummies. He's so cute. Okay. Zolomon! That's what I call sacked out. Sleep with the good sleep. I love him so much, and I know that he knows. Like, you can tell that he knows that he is the baby. He just loves it. The day that we get a pet that's younger than him, he's gonna be like, what the frick is this? I'm the baby, it's me. Must give kisses to Moose. Hi Hazel, good morning. Hi Valorous, how you doing? I had to stop and smooch him before I came back to my desk. He's sleeping on the couch, but he's kind of the wrong way around, so the back of his body is towards the front of the couch, so if he stretches his legs too much, he's gonna push himself off. I told him be careful. It's not that big of a couch. If we ever get a different couch one day. I like the couch I have. It's sort of like a chic couch. And it's comfy enough, but I would love to forgo fashion and just get one of those super deep, really comfy, like L-shaped sectionals that's basically just like a bed but also a couch, because not because it folds out, but just because it's so huge. We have the room space for it, and I love couch. Couch is one of my favorite hobbies. Playing a video game on a couch or like binging a good show, peak. I may be wasting my life, but I'm having a good time. Alright, here we go. Let me set a timer or whatever, just to find out how long this is going to take me. Send me in, coach. I want to make sure I'm getting treasures as well, but we can always backtrack and do them after we're done the delve. This story is called... I don't know, I missed it, but it's the one I need anyway. Adopted Dax today. He's 3. He's 3 already? That's crazy. I felt like you adopted him like a month ago. I don't know if I'm... I don't know about that. My baby's 8 years old. We might get another dog soon. I'm struggling to imagine her not being the house's biggest baby. What do you mean she won't be the tiniest baby? I feel like she's still going to be a baby, though. I think that Moose is going to be, regardless of the other pets in the area, and regardless of everything else going on, he is going to be the baby forever. Aww. You can tell that I've spoiled him. He has such spoiled dog attitude. I did that. I did it. It's me. Can't help it. He's got the big boo-boo eyes.
Let me get rid of that.
These are probably my favorite dells.
Don't waste
I think I misunderstood this one. I thought it was the crypts. It's the Amani crypts that I dislike. This one I don't remember. But let's not feel like I won't also get lost here. This one looks like a dungeon. Bought our first home 2 years ago. Got the massive sofa sectionals from Wayfair, and it's the Bob. Yeah. I know now that I should never get furniture that's like expensive and pretty, because I'm always gonna have pets, and sometimes pets, things happen, you know? Maybe they're young and they're chewing on things or scratching on things. Maybe they've just got an upset tummy and they just go bleh, you know? Like, sometimes stuff happens, and your beautiful thing is not going to stay beautiful, so just don't get the expensive one. Get the comfy one that has the super washable cover. This is a lesson that I don't know why I needed to learn. It seems obvious, but I did need a reminder. My couch is from Article, and it's lovely, and it's been pretty comfy. But I think my couch was designed for people that don't sit on the couch as much, because I've sat on it so much that I've made it kind of lumpy. It's not, I don't think that the couch company expected me to be as lazy as I am. I think they thought that if I was shopping an article, I must be trendy. I must go to dinner, you know, or something. I must have a job that keeps me busy for longer than it does. I don't think they expected me to spend as much time on the couch as I do. Love them puppies, kitties. You got 4 Kleekais. Oh my god. I used to have a Kleekai. I was told to keep the plastic cover in the couch. Oh, in my opinion, that's no way to live. Can't live like that. I did get a slip cover off of Amazon for my couch, and that has helped save it from a great deal of damage, but and especially when Moose was younger and he was like, you couldn't, he would like get super muddy and then he would slip out of your grasp before you could clean his feet and jump on the couch. Having the slip cover was super helpful. There should be a treasure. Oh, yes, there it is. Oh, I got a hexed potatoed mucus. Ew. Ew, no, no, no! Have you seen the text on this thing? They're the best. Giant blankets we throw over it like a cover. Comfy, very washable. Yeah. Smart. Comfy can look nice too after you scrape off the vomit and the animal hair. If you haven't read, it's a toy. It is called the Hexed Potatoed Mucus. And the use effect says, guzzle down the mucus and enjoy it. Thanks, Blizzard. You didn't need to put those words in that order. I am distressed. That's the toy you used to get the other toy. No, no. Also, how dare they tell me what I enjoy? That's gross. That's like the fastest way to make me angry is to either tell me how I feel about something or worse, disagree with what I stated was how I felt about something. If I say I think blank about blank and someone's like, no you don't, I instantly, forever, how dare you? There is one thing I can rely on not being wrong about in my own life, and it's my own feelings. I don't think that's true. Oh man. Doghouse. Yeah, I don't know if anyone wants to think about that. It's the texture is all gooky. Jeff, do you want to get banned? You can tell me if you want to get banned. I'll do it. It'll be like self-exclusion from a casino. You can't say stuff like that and then be like, why doesn't she like me? Hard to get banned in here. Some people speedrun it. It's possible. I am from Ontario, Canada. Hello from Ontario. I am from British Columbia, Canada. MK22, thanks for the gift subs. Appreciate it. Anyways, I'm mad about that toy. If I have to use it to do another toy, I will do it eventually, but I'm mad about it. I have really lost my steam to do secret stuff. I was reading about the Fell Cycle orb, and I read halfway through the article, and I was like, no, 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 no. Even when other people have figured it out, it's too, it's not for me. It's just not. I would lose my streak at like 156. I don't want that. I was an amateur psychotherapist. Recommend not letting other people in your head too much. Yeah. If everybody just did that, then I feel like if it was that easy, I feel like therapy would not be such a big industry. And also I feel like there would be less war. I feel like there would be like greater global peace if we just like stopped. Yeah. If we could just not. know what I'm doing in this one. I've been in here for 7 minutes. It's going okay. Got stuck because I'm in the middle of an old BFA questline that puts Karazhan in the wrong phase. Ooh. Still think a dev got to the battle pet section to the fell cycle thing and then got so mad they decided to end pet battling for everybody else. I think they have data that shows that not that many people do pet battles, and the most new people that stumble into pet battles have a bad experience. You know, you got a new player, they're in an endgame zone, they fight a wild pet, it instantly kills them, and they're like, well, never doing that again. I have to give free therapy to people all the time. Listen, so they tend to dump in real life. Can happen. In as so much as you shouldn't let other people into your head, I feel like boundaries are also important. You don't have to give free therapy to people. It is possible to establish boundaries respectfully and considerately to avoid being used as an emotional punching bag if it is one-sided and not working. I get smoked every pet battle. Hope Midnight Season 1 has been nice to Hazel. Hello. It's been good so far. I'm getting to grips with it. I'm getting my item level up. I'm 250 in my priest. I'm pretty happy with that. Those are my treasures. I guess I'm not worried too much about Neleus's packs. Why would I don't remember what you get. You just get extra stuff, but like, do you need any of it? Enjoy helping people work through their issues. Well, that's good. Valera, I need your Zelda hearts. I should have spent 50 hours going through pet battle guides on YouTube like the rest of us. Yeah. I think that they just kind of ran out of ideas. Pet battle dungeons, I feel like, were getting kind of stale. They weren't. Uh-oh, I've died. They didn't have anything new to bring to them. Elementals, thanks very much for the 4 gift subs. Holy. Show the Mocklin Loam Explorer. Yeah, I set this Mog up in my Transmog interface to specifically activate in delves, and I kind of forgot that I did that. But I think it's so cute that this is my delving Mog. She gets her shovel, she gets her backpack, she's got her compass, she's ready to go. She's hiking. I guess I'm ready for the last boss. That's good. I wonder if I should try to, just in the interest of time, pop by the last 2 treasure chests first. There's one over here somewhere. Home feet, dragon. As someone who recently made a new account, barrier for entry when it comes to pet battles feels higher than both PvP and PvE when it comes to time spent. Yeah. It's really easy to forget about if you've been doing pet battles for a long time, but getting different pets leveled when you're brand new and you don't just have like 5,000 polished pet charms in the bag is awful. It's onerous. It's like a quagmire of timed events and like niche information and tips. And if you aren't in those spaces where people are like, oh yeah, it's Super Squirt Day, and you know what that means and how to do it, which is kind of a high barrier to entry, and you're just trying to level pets on like wild battles, it's not gonna happen. Maybe they'll be able to farm pet charms on pet battles that scale down and then buy upgrade stones that way. But even that's kind of a big connection to put together. And we have to remember that a lot of people aren't in these online spaces where we're all sharing advice. A lot of people are just kind of playing the game. Not, you know, on Twitch and YouTube. Oh, it's in the water. Valera, did you open that for me? Weird. Anyway, as long as it's open. Somebody didn't Dragonflight, it sucks.
And now,
Squirt Day happened when I didn't even have enough high-level pets to make it worth last time, which was also rough. Yeah. And it doesn't happen super often. I'm not surprised that they're de-emphasizing. I hope they come up with something new. I hope they don't just abandon it forever. There's still a chance. When I began engaging with pet battles in MOP, leveled a character from 1 to max via wild pet battles. Wild ones, wow. I've done it with pet battle dailies. Maybe not all the way exclusively, but pretty far. Wild Ones was crazy.
Gather yourself.
Googled what is Super Squirt Day. Google found it and linked to Zufu. Might be okay. Yeah, but what if someone's never heard of it? That's not something that you're going to come across if you're just playing WoW on your own. Or even in like a normal guild. I feel like, yeah, don't go past mage 3, true. I just think these things that we take for granted aren't as widespread common knowledge as we assume that they are.
I'll take that.
On the plus side, my Super Squirt Day macro are getting less use now. How many people did you actually change their minds with that? Did you ever have anybody go, wow, thanks? And like do it your way? I'm not saying you're not right. I'm just wondering about your conversion rate. Yeah. Remember trying it back in Pandaland for the first time, doing the tournament, having a blast. Battling Aki the Chosen, building a team. Guess that feeling isn't there anymore for most people. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I need this one. I felt like at some point along the way when we got to however many thousands of pets we have now, it became kind of oversaturated. There's just so many. I'm trying to find out where the thing is because I'd hate to jump down if it's not what I'm meant to be doing. Oh no, it is down there. They really hid that one. Stopped pet battling when people invented rematch strings because it wasn't fun for me anymore and I couldn't figure out how to beat them without looking. Yeah. That was probably the moment that took a bit of... It made it super, like much more user-friendly to do the grindy aspects of pet battling, for sure. Leveling a bunch of pets or getting through a pet dungeon with like a whole library of pet battle scripts. Actually, that's different than rematch strings. Rematch strings I liked because rematch in general. I remember when I used to have to check my notes and manually go through and like set my team every single time, and I had to remember which pets and which moves I used for everything. That was a mess. Rematch at least let me save my teams and their ability, at least. Pet battle scripts, when I finally bit the bullet and got on board with that, made things way more convenient and made it much easier to get through like your dailies and stuff. At the cost of actually engaging with the system. You're not really thinking about the game anymore. Whether or not that's a benefit or a loss is kind of personal interpretation. I suppose I could do this. 4 that I've leveled exclusively through pet battles and brokenhearted, they may let the pet stuff go. Slamming my head against the Algalon pet battle. That one was hard. That was a challenging one. I feel like I remember the best way for me to go about doing that still involved some RNG, so I just had to run it over and over again until it happened. Hi Jedi Bob, how you doing? Needing to have 500 level 25 pets to be able to defeat specific battles is rough. Don't think there's anything that bad for the other part of the game. Yeah. Once you've done that investment, doing anything in particular is not that hard. It's just a question of the data entry of it all. But yeah, getting there sucks. Puzzle's the interesting part, but the bad things I'm kind of brute force, so things that are not obvious tend to escape me. Yeah, when I was making pet battle strats, it was very rare for me to go beyond this type good against this type and resistant against their moves. And then if they are using a lot of tiny hits, you might want like a shell shield. That was kind of the extent of my strategizing. How big is the hit, and is it the correct type, and am I the correct type to receive the hits? That was all I had. And then I would go on to Zufu or Wowit or whatever, and they would be like, yeah, you can use a Creminius for all of this? Icky for everything. And I would be so mad that it would work, because I felt like I had tried to find like the perfect answer in terms of actual direct counters. And you could beat the fight in like 4 less turns by just using something that wasn't type counter at all. It was just scaled really high. just did a ton of damage. Yeah, Black Claw Stampede. It's like, who thought of that? I don't mind it as a combo, but the fact that it's so good that even when you're not fighting like a critter or whatever, and it's like the best thing to do, kind of wild. I feel like the Stampede debuff really affected things because you also wanted to have that Stampede debuff that makes them take 100% more damage up for things like a explosion or like an eruption or like an unholy curse or whatever from a Valkyr. It would be so strong to have that explosion happen in the middle of your Black Claw Stampede because it's going to benefit from that Stampede modifier. And that was just such a powerful combo. But Stampede moves didn't really work without it. I guess they didn't want to write it to be more specific. Or maybe they didn't want to break the combo when people were using it. I don't know. It's all speculation. I've been in this one for almost 20 minutes, but I did spend a great deal of time looking for treasures. So it'll get faster than that. Every pet type has a Black Claw Stampede, so you can just do both.
Gather yourself. I earned this.
Alright, some undercoins. Undercoins in the Nemesis box. Dawn Crests. Always need more of those. And what did I get? Champion Chest. Versa Mastery. Interesting. So it doesn't have crit or haste, so it's not that good for either, but it is a champion piece, and I had veteran chests previously. I think that wins over both of my veteran ones. I got another Amani Hanging Brazier. And I think I'm just gonna leave. I can attest to being lost with pet battles. Played up until Wrath, quit, came back halfway through Shadowlands. Completely lost with pet battles. You can pretty safely skip it. The one nice thing that pet battles give you is if you have done pet battle dungeon challenges, you can get teleports to the pet battle dungeons themselves. So in Legion Dalaran, which we have a Hearthstone to, you can, if you've done that content, teleport to Stratholme in the northern eastern Plaguelands. You can teleport to the Wailing Caverns in the Barrens. You can go to Dead Mines. You can go to Nomuragon, I think. And those are pretty nice teleports to have because it's hard for some factions to get to a lot of those places really quickly. For an Alliance player to be able to go to Stratholme on a dime, if you're not like a Paladin or something that can go to Light's Hope Chapel, pretty nice. Helps out. Oh, that was my Abundance Essential. Alright, well, we're getting gold anyway. Yep, alright. We'll do that. That was my old chest. It was part of Holy and Shadow. I'm just going to get rid of it. I'm going to live the item level dream. Just Rourke, thank you very much for the 10-month resub. Appreciate it. So, equip that. And save. Equip that. And save. I gotta fix my mogs. It's been taking me out of all of my mogs, and it must be my own fault. I must have done it somehow, but I don't know what I did. Zeptimus also gave out a couple of gift subs. Thank you so much. I haven't yet to be ambushed by the Nemesis. In theory, it can happen. In practice, it hasn't happened to me yet. Right, so those are part of my different sets. This one I don't even know what to do with. I'm just keeping extra trinkets because I don't know. That's for my... Okay, so I'm going to disenchant some stuff. Oh, yeah, too late. I don't think I'm going to keep that. Certainly not keeping this. This I'm going to send... This trinket I'm going to send to my hunter. I'll just mail it to her. I feel like I'm getting somewhere. Couldn't tell you where, but I'm somewhere. Unexpectedly met Neleus last night at level 8. Oh, nice. I wonder if I won't get ambushed because I summoned him already with my Shrieking Quartz equivalent. That might be what's going on with me. Yeah, I gotta fix my mog sometime. Alright, where's my next bountiful delve? Looks like one in Voidstorm, one in Herondar. Let's go to Grudge Pit. I love Grudge Pit. Let's go. Miss the Underpin yelling at you and he ambushes you and then spawning with, now get out. Hey, that's my private property. You just had such a goofy everything. You're rare. I am not very diligent about rare farming. Is this Glorious Crusader's keepsake any good? I don't know. Highest secondary seems strong. I might put it on instead of the Vessel of Tortured Souls. It's an item level up anyway. His stone looks so cool. My cat's watching your stream. Hello to your cat. On behalf of my cat. Wow. One thing that made me stop playing Mob Classic was that I leveled up my pet teams and it felt easy, and I'd come back to retail and it was hard. I don't know if they stealth nerfed Mob Classic or what, but it was depressing. Didn't want to level up hundreds of pets again. Yeah. The snake coil says, rare as you need it to be, and I can sell it for 200 gold. Wow. Okay. I must be getting delve progress. Delve season progress, yeah. Slowly but surely. My feet are cold. I've got them in my foot warmer and I don't think it's turned on. It is not. Do you have the obnoxious Void Storm thing chase you for a minute for the meta achieve? It's kind of scary. No, not yet. Is it for the light up the night meta? I haven't run into that part of it yet. That does sound kind of scary. It's for the Voidstorm piece of it. When you try to go outside the bounds, it comes to kill you. Oh man. Meant to send somebody 50 Silvermoon health potions, accidentally mailed like 180. Do you think there's any subtext there? Like, here, you need this. You need extra. I love Silvermoon health pots. I appreciate that they're kind of cheap. I use them. They are life-saving. Alright, Grudge Pit time. I still have 9 minutes left. I'll pop another one. Flask, food, etc., etc. I need to get rid of them. My alchemist churns them out. This is the Arena Champion. Grudge Pit stories. No, I do need this one. That's lucky. You're rare up there.
Gather yourself.
I want the Wailing Spirit. Can you come down here, please? And then I think we're getting... I don't know, maybe the Ultra Dawn.
Stay here and recover.
Okay, that Wailing Spirit is not coming down! Oh, now they are, now they are. I don't have enough kicks for these things that I've decided to pull. Oopsies.
I'll start the bleed.
I know that lady will give me like a power. I need to be using my, oh dear. Okay, which one can we kill first? Speaking of Silver Moon health potions.
Take strength from this.
This one's almost dead.
Not quick enough.
Keep an eye out for Valera's potions. Gonna need them. Yep. Thank you. Okay, when I said I was gonna do big pull, I didn't expect it to be that crazy. Alright, big one's down. I'm gonna do this Wailing Spirit next. She can stop cursing me.
Darkness shield you.
This is the first time I've actually felt like Valera wasn't giving me as many health potions as I could use. I'm waiting anxiously for more to come down. There's some.
Stay here and recover.
Alright. This Ultradon is very angry. I think we should maybe finish him.
Not quick enough.
I can't believe I'm not dead.
I'll staunch the bleeding.
I handled this terribly. I had so many things for so long. My power infusion's back up. I've been fighting for 2 minutes. Definitely gonna be clearing out the Moth Vendor Lady. All those pink and green mogs are so good. Yeah. It's nice that by the time you have all the mods, you can literally buy everything. You don't have to go out of your way. Alright, so that's the Banshee Whale. So now I'm the one fearing everybody. We beat up 40% of the stuff. I guess we can, here, let's try another pull. It doesn't have an Elias mob in it. It doesn't have a rare mob, so maybe we can actually do it this time.
Don't waste this.
Much better. Much better. Few different potions and bandages. Bandages?
My pleasure.
Are you guys using bandages? I always think of bandages when I think of like Classic or Wrath of the Lich King or something. I know there must be some. X Arthur, thank you for the 40-month resub. I think this is my favorite delve. I love the concept. The little mushroom people having a fighting ring,
Here and recover.
an ultimate fighting ring, is just so funny to me that I will forgive the delve for being kind of not having many places to go, I guess. Also, apparently it's dangerous. What do I want to do? I guess this big one. I don't want to beat them up while they're just sitting on the floor. They're exhausted. That's mean.
I'll take that.
Void Murloc plush drops next week. More Twitch drops? Or something else? Morning, how go things? Morning, Dougie Fresh. Going pretty good. Feel a little bit more awake. Coffee's finally kicking in. I'm doing my delves. I'm trying to get through my 4 bountifuls for the day because I've got all these keys. And this is the part of the expansion where the gear will actually be an upgrade and help. I've got veteran pieces to upgrade. So if I get lucky with a champion piece or a champion piece with good secondaries, it's nice. One room delve is a dream come true for me. Grudge Pit just takes so long. Tier 8 solo easy. 5-man? Not so much. Are they tough in groups? I haven't gone into a delve with more than one other person in it since they came out. I think maybe I once did one with a party of my guildies in the very beginning of the War Within. And since then, it's either been just me or me and Flabby. And that's it. I'm pretty sure I got the, I thought I got the Grudge Pit discoveries, but now it's saying that I didn't. I could have sworn that I did. I definitely didn't. Alright. Well, we gotta look for him. I wonder why I thought that. Nope, here's one. Love to learn how to sew plushies made from plushie material, made from 3D models in the game. You ever noticed that these guys kind of look like people? They've got like little frowny mouths and then little eyeballs. And then like... It's not just pareidolia, like those are real faces. Hello? There's one behind here somehow. I don't think there's another level up. Is it like... Oh, for crying out loud, I saw it for a brief moment. I'm just gonna spin my camera and match my interact key. I saw it. It is up here. There we go. I looted it. That one is hidden. Magni juiced up my Heart of Azeroth. Fingers crossed can get back to current secret content. Nice. Can't be in here. This is the entryway. This way. Do you loot that treasure through the shroom? Maybe, yeah. Interact key will help you loot stuff. It's helpful for when a treasure's like clipped into something. There we go. That's better. That one, there probably was an angle on it. I was probably just getting out of the wrong way. I couldn't figure it out. I think we're almost done with this one. I never set my timer. We always throw one of her heals on you when she spawns them. I've found that to be true, especially if I needed one. She does seem to aim for me. I appreciate that healing Valera has such like accepted supremacy. She seems to be such a better healer than Bran was. Bog Damp and Muldress. Okay. Maybe not at the same time. Part of me wants to fight him at the same time. Oh, who's stopping me? Nobody. Nobody's stopping me. Although having my dots on that guy does not seem to be getting... I'm not cleaving as hard as I thought I was going to be. I was like, yeah, I'm going to kill them both at the same time by doing the same rotation. And it's... I don't think my power is overwhelming. Maybe I'm getting more resources or something. She has a habit of tossing her healing things everywhere but where you want them. I've managed to get so much farther than I thought I was going to just on those healing potions. I thought at the beginning of this delve I should have died like 3 times over. Also, they're just such a pretty model. I love them like 4 times as much just because they're cute little crystal hearts. Look at how pretty they are! I wish they didn't turn back into blood orbs. I feel like the crystal heart is much nicer. Just have her throw down the Swarovski. You don't need to tell me it's like anima or whatever. The manifestation of my own pride. Easier to see with all the clutter, that's a plus. Yeah. Agree. I did not destroy these yet. Avoid this thing that follows you around. Any pro tips on how to counter it? It's a Void Weaver thing. It's your Void Weaver spec for Shadow Priest. Your Void Torrent makes an entropic rift, follows the enemy. Enemies caught in its path will suffer damage. I have not a clue how to counter it. I haven't PvP'd in years. Somebody in chat might know. I think you're our resident current PvPer though. I don't know if anyone else is. Some people do some. Okay, am I done or is there more? Big boss? Oh my gosh, I'm not done. Okay. Collect some mold samples. So you're doing a tier 8 delve. Did Shadow Enclave group couldn't get through the final boss? Have you done it or the other delves that are tight on DPS? I did Shadow Enclave yesterday. I was fighting the boss for a long time. I have Valera healing, and she does. You can get quite a bit of juice out of her health pots.
Your pain, my flesh.
It may be scaled in a way that it's easier to do with less people.
Eyes on you.
People were saying that solo delves are easier than 5-man. I haven't done 5-man to confirm, but that's something I heard today.
Darkness sealed you. Your life is mine.
Always forget delves can be done in groups if I was just soloed. It's really nice content to do if you're trying to 2-man something. Like if you just have like a partner or like a friend that you're playing with, it's sometimes faster. Especially if your friend is flabby to
Be bolder.
do them in a pair. I've been electing to do them solo just to kind of learn them because Flabby does things so fast that if I do them with him at first, I'm not gonna learn anything. So I need to kind of struggle through it on my own for a while just so I know where stuff is, and I'm not just in a daze. Try solo today, see how that goes. Yeah, I've been doing fine. I'm item level 250, which might be helping me. I have some gear from Mythic Zeros. But I'm not a particularly gifted Shadow Priest, it's just my off-spec. I didn't read the guides or anything. Oh, do I just run through these? No, I just click them. Oh, I see. Do I still have this food buff? I feel like I must have lost it. Yeah, there we go. 10 minutes has gone by. I think I gotta fight another pack of them somewhere. Brid Plays, thank you very much for the 5 gift subs. Holy smokes, really appreciate it.
Stay here and recover.
The reason that the last boss is missing from my guides is because we didn't test those on beta. Those guides are made with raid testing footage from beta or PTR, and they usually don't publicly test the last bosses. So it takes me a little extra time to get the video, or to get the footage for them, because I have to do them on live servers with my own guild. And then the other reason is that usually by the time that happens, I'm so burned out from making the first 7 that I end up putting it off. I have occasionally struggled with procrastination, and then by the time that I get around to doing it, it's like so late that no one needs it anymore, so I've missed it in the past. I'm going to try to do better this time. I have some footage of normal Illyria that I can work with. I don't know what's different about her and Heroic, but I still have to figure her out on normal. We made it to phase 3, and we made it pretty far into phase 3. I still don't fully understand the arrow trajectory. I need to look at it again. We believe in you. Aw, thanks. Appreciate it. Illyria is the final fight of the Void Spire. The last boss of March on Quel'Danos, which we also don't have yet, was also not tested publicly. So when that raid comes out next week, I have a video already up for the first boss for Beleren, but I don't have one for Darkness Falls. I think it's a Naru situation, but we will. Maybe having them scaled out from each other will help me. Piercing mechanic. I was losing my mind. I was in front of them. I was behind them. I was stacking on them. I need to look at it because I was fundamentally misunderstanding something, and I was taking it personally. The graphic I found to be very inherently confusing. If it's just a piercing arrow that goes from Illyria to you, why is it not just a line? Why does it have like multiple candle flames in directions? And if it's going through people and passing through them and changing direction and linking them together, then why does it not have arrows? I need to look at it again. I did not understand. I was having a horrific time. I do appreciate that the mob lights up if you are going to hit them. I like that highlight. I think it's great. I just could not. I could not get it to work.
I'll start the bleeding.
Remember the Pineapple Raid Tactics browser games? Yeah. I heard that somebody put like a free thing like that on Steam, like a raid trainer. Seemed like a bit overkill, but cool idea.
Your life is mine.
I feel like at the point that you're going to spend time in a raid trainer, unless, like for Mythic, sure, but for most people, you're better off just queuing for the LFR if you really want to see it and just kind of like having a look at what things look like and when they come out and stuff. I feel like that's going to take you a little bit farther. Okay, some treasure. So many problems. The 2-dragon fight. The room was so big. We were really struggling to position it so that there was even like safe room for the targets of the cone to run and not like cook everybody, and also have it be close enough that they could run to it. We were struggling with that. Alright, undercoins. I got a belt. Champion belt. This one is Haste Versa, which makes it better for Shadow. It's also an upgrade, which is going to let me upgrade my other one. So I'm equipping my Shadow set. I'm going to switch out the belt to this one. I'm going to save it. Rhizome Quarter Defender Stash. I also got another dining table, getting lots of those. I want to go back to town and fix up my upgrades. Some of us fear embarrassment in an LFR. That is valid. I shouldn't underestimate that. I'm just like so snooty that I think that the most embarrassing thing that you could do in LFR is flame other people. Like, really? You're gonna go in LFR and complain about people? Yikes. You guys are too nice for this world. You guys are too sweet. Item upgrader this way. Seen people do wild things in LFR, don't really care. Yeah.
I offer you my aid.
So this should get a free upgrade because I looted one that was 2 of 6, so I should be able to pull that one up without needing to spend any crests on it. Have a quick little check, make sure I didn't get that situation for any of the rest of my gear. Okay.
Good.
I also don't care if I mess up an LFR, it's LFR, right? That's my thought. I agree. Lovely. Getting some curios. That's nice. I'm getting some progress in my delve meta. I'm getting some undercoins. I think I spent some undercoins. I'm saving them up because I want to buy the backpack in the other color. That's what I'm doing. Undercoins. 887. Need more. I've got 4 coffer keys left. I have 1 bountiful delve left. It's in Voidstorm. It's Sunkiller Sanctum. The story variant, I do need it. So we'll do it. One-page tactics app page for my phone to help my raid group with tactics. Mythic Trap. They don't have all their guides up yet. It's run by one of the big guilds, and they do a good just web page guide. They've got little GIFs that kind of do little video snippets of the mechanics. They're usually pretty spot on with how you should handle them. I will double check sometimes on Mythic Trap if they have their guides up to make sure I've understood something correctly. Voidstorm. But I tried to pull up their Illyria guide last night to give to my guild, and I'm like, wait, they don't have it yet. No. Oh, dear. What do you want? Oh yeah, I got my cores or whatever. Okay. I don't. Sure. What do you want? Is this like a Simon Says situation? Or is this just like a click on stuff situation? Heat the blade with the flames for... Oh, it's a Simon Says. Okay. Alright. I can't complain that these quests make me feel patronized when I have been known to mess them up when I get distracted or like quench it in shadow. Maybe the crystallized void or the void repository. This looks like a quencher. Good. Okay, that's more of a quencher. There's the behemoth bone dust. The Undermine World Quest version of this I used to ruin all the time. The alchemy one. When it wanted you to chuck in like hot dogs and stuff. There's crystallized void. I don't even know what this is for. I think it's for the 1205 Void Forge thing, but like, why am I working on it now? I get some rep. Wow. Oh, it's a world quest. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was more important. Okay. Where's this delve anyway? Somewhere. It's not Torment's Rise. It's a bountiful delve. It's that one. Sunkiller Sanctum. Let's go. I've had some really good LFRs when everyone was up super early in a weekend morning. Young children waking them up. People started chatting, helping each other. Well, that's nice. Every now and then, and I haven't been in an LFR in a long time, but you would get somebody that was like really friendly and chatty in the raid chat. And it would go one of two ways. Either people would be receptive to it and they would just have a nice conversation, or people would get weirded out and they would either just like say no one would say anything, or they would get like dunked on. I guess that's three ways. Alright, I have my flask up. I ran out of mana oil, so let's pop another one of those on. And I'll get another food buff. Milliana Green, thank you for the 60-month race. I appreciate it. Holy moly, long time. First Voidspire went okay, even though it took people a bit to figure out the first boss. Not too many complaints. I was surprised that the first boss was as difficult as it was and had fail mechanics like that. Normally they give you a real gimme for the first boss of the raid. It's not that it's super complicated or anything. It's not a hard boss, but it's more detailed than I expected a first encounter to be, and we wiped on it once. I also thought that we were gonna smoke through it with our item level, and it turned out that was not the case. We were fighting it for a while. Okay, so I want to make sure I'm getting discoveries for the... I want to be picking up the treasures, and I want to just do the deal, I suppose. Made it back into Rat's Lair. Secreting as a go. Nice. My Dreamriff Pug killed Chimeras in 2 tries. Was surprised. We haven't done that yet. I think he's tonight. People in TBC Classic Heroics rating make LFR people like Mythic Raiders. I don't know much about Classic rating, but my understanding is it wasn't so much about the mechanic difficulty at the time as like trying to corral that many people. You get them all to show up on time and that's half the battle. But I think I'm thinking of like Classic 40-mans. I don't know what they were doing in TBC anymore. I don't think 40 lasted very long as a raid size. It was both really. Herding jellyfish comes to mind. Heard a Tuesday before general raid time, a good LFR time, often raid teams running it. Early week is usually good because people, especially early season, will run it to try to get tier pieces so that they can get set bonuses during their raid. I don't like this. I also don't understand. I'm too close to it? What do you mean I'm too close? Okay, I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to figure this out. Please no spoilers. Let me work. Gravitational pull to a microsingularity and recover. So if I was too close before, I wonder if it's just a question. There must be a different one I could jump to. There's a bunch of them.
I'll take that.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. You told me. Okay.
pain, my pleasure.
Oh dear. Well, that's not good. Anyone else is bothered by the quest details going away once you've accepted it, so you can't review the details? Like you can't check it in the quest log? This is a Neleus pack, maybe? No. It's just a big guy.
I'll staunch the bleeding.
No, sorry, I should know better than to read chat if I'm trying to figure something out.
Gather
I should just minimize it until I've learned and done whatever it was I was trying to do. It's my own fault. Adaria, thank you very much for giving out a gift. Some appreciate it.
my eyes on you.
People helpful mean well. Yes, but haven't you ever wanted a chance to figure something out for yourself before people just tell you? Especially when you're not, it's not like I'm on the job and I'm about to do something wrong that's going to end lives. I'm just trying to do it down. Sometimes you just want to learn it on your own, but it's my own fault for expecting to be able to do that on stream. That's unreasonable. I can't expect people to contain their advice. Silver lining, yeah.
Your life is mine.
Don't get me wrong. Advice and tips and tricks are great. They're like my whole bread and butter. It's just, it's nice if someone like,
Eyes on you.
I don't know, is looking for them, is asking for them. I know I give lots of advice in my videos, but usually if somebody's looked it up, it's because they want it. They're looking for the answer at that point. I could minimize the window. I could close the window, or I can just not look at the monitor. And I have done that in the past, when I'm working on something. If I am feeling like I don't want any backseating. It just means that I have to ideally, if there's mods around, just in case something does happen. Chat's usually pretty chill and nothing crazy happens, but I like having eyes on it just in case any moderating needs to be done. I am still using Plater, although I've had to turn it off in Raid, because I have to turn off all my add-ons in Raid. I was having issues with error messages slowing down my gameplay in the middle of really chaotic fights.
Be bolder. Your pain, my pleasure. Your life is mine.
These Neleus packs have like a lot of health. You're fighting them for a while. I do want the undercoins. I want the undercoin cosmetics. Had to turn on auto update in CurseForge. I mean, I update them every night before raid. I don't think it's... I mean, that does help. Having out-of-date add-ons will definitely throw more errors.
Shadows
I'm not using that many add-ons in combat. Maybe I should try some time off stream to just sit down and really fine-tune. I need to work on my raid frames. I know they've made some changes. I haven't really messed with them since they made the changes, and now that I'm actually healing raid, I might need to, because I used to use big debuffs to highlight things that I can dispel. And big debuffs is updated and it does work, but when I have to turn off all my add-ons, I don't see it anymore. And without big debuffs, the debuffs that I have to dispel are about 1 pixel big on my screen. Even with good sized raid frames, the actual dispel icon is the tiniest thing you've ever seen, and my glasses aren't that good. I need an eye exam and I haven't gotten it yet. I don't have insurance and we're just chilling for a minute. I have in the past used Bug Sack. I don't have it on right now. I feel like it could just be Blizzard UI. I feel like that throws errors sometimes too. Might just be blaming my add-ons. DBM was putting private orders in the middle of my screen. That was annoying. Yeah. That's crazy. I had to get mine checked too. Something's up with the right eye. Yeah. Oh, I just need a new glasses prescription, I think. I'll get it done eventually. It's not that expensive. It's a couple $100. I can afford it. It's more so just that I feel like there's other things that I should deal with first. And those are harder to deal with than an eye exam. Buff or debuff orientated? Haven't gotten around to healing yet. Not sure what that entails. Yeah, I need to just sit down sometime when I'm like awake and ready to kind of go through the options and deal with them and get them set up correctly. Because it's kind of sort of working. I'm doing fine healing in Raid, but the only reason I'm able to dispel like the fear on Veilgore and Ezerac is because my raid warning told me which player it was going to be on. If it didn't have that, I would never see it. Maybe both of our eyes are getting stronger. I have this irrational and I think completely verifiably false belief. I think I've looked at that before and found it's total misinformation. But I have this idea that wearing glasses is, I don't know, like because I'm used to them, my eyes are getting like worse. And I think my eyes would be getting worse anyway. But I don't know, it's just this idea of like using stronger and stronger glasses over time. I have this vague, complete BS theory that if I just didn't wear glasses, then my eyes would get stronger, and I don't think it's true. I think if I don't wear glasses, I'm just gonna walk into stuff. Or get headaches because I can't read anything. Eat carrots! I eat lots of carrots. They're the most affordable vegetable I can get next to potatoes. My grocery choices are determined by how affordable things are. So potatoes, carrots, onions, good. Sometimes broccoli. Frozen fruit. Oranges, apples, in season, absolutely. But if thing is expensive, I am not eat. Wait till you need progressives, yeah. Eyes got worse, more collective lenses. I think it's a total, like, just a correlation bias in that, like, your eyes are going to get worse over time regardless, and you were wearing lenses because your eyes were getting worse, so it's easy to kind of, like, attribute it to that, even if that's not why. But, I don't know. I know in other areas of life, when you don't use things as much, you tend to lose ability with them. So, it's just me, my brain being dumb. I need to just get the exam and get the glasses. Had the same thought. I know it's not true. Yeah, I feel like it's just one of those cognitive things that, like, sounds really tempting to believe, and I just need to get over it. I've asked an optometrist before, and they told me it's not how it works, and you'd think they would know. But what if they're working for big glasses? I need another coil. Clearly, I have not finished getting my coils. Kind of wandered off and away from the first area here. Oh, here's one. Sometimes feel I need to have my own eyes checked too. I think you're supposed to get an eye exam as an adult like every second year, even if your eyes are healthy, just to keep an eye out for oncoming problems. I think my last eye exam was 4 years ago, so I think maybe 5 years. No, 3. I don't know. I shouldn't see an optometrist. In these things, you got it. It's not something that everybody's insurance covers. And also, when you move and you have to get like a new eye doctor, that's annoying. Hopefully this is the last time I have to get a new eye doctor. Do you think I should try to find one that's young so they don't retire on me? First got my glasses, my eye doctor told me to only wear them when I needed to. My eyes wouldn't get worse as fast as someone who wears them all the time. Heard contacts can sometimes correct your eye shape. I've heard that too. I've never worn contacts. The only situation in which I feel like I would want to is if I was wearing like a snorkel. Like if I wanted to go snorkeling and I didn't want to buy prescription snorkel goggles because that's crazy. then it would make more sense to have contacts than glasses under a snorkel mask, because that's crazy. But am I really going snorkeling? The water's cold, man. I used to like snorkeling as a kid, but I also used to warm up faster. Oh, hey, treasure. Who goes snorkeling with contacts? Well, what else are you supposed to do if you want to see? Do you put glasses under your goggles? Is it just blurry down there? Sports, good reason, yeah. Love to go back to using contacts, pretty costly. I have always kind of selfishly preferred the way that my face looks with glasses. I've always felt more confident about my self-image when I was wearing glasses. So when it turned out that I needed them, it kind of worked out. You get a prescription diving mask. Even if you're just, like, I feel like I feel like if you're not committed to doing it all the time, that's kind of extra. I don't know. I know for a fact that I'm gonna, if I do decide to go snorkeling, I'm gonna do it twice and then not do it again. I feel like 20 or 30 bucks is a reasonable amount of money to spend. I feel like 100 plus is not. I don't even have prescription sunglasses, and I really should. When it's sunny, I just squint. A 15-foot white shark cruising the shoreline. News to me. Yeah, it depends on how bad your eyesight is. Wetsuit or dry suit, need to learn how to scuba dive, go wreck diving. Yeah. I feel like I will never get a wetsuit or a dry suit because the effort taken to get into and out of one, I feel like would be distressing to me. So I would only snorkel in the summer when it's like really warm out, and probably only in fresh water. The ocean's just too cold. Changeable glasses, go dark into the sun. My mom has those, or she used to. Anything to look at in freshwater lakes? Of course! Freshwater fish? Things people drop? You can go scavenging for fishing lures people lose? Ocean diving snob. Mexico, I like where you snorkel in the ocean. Amazing. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever gonna visit anywhere tropical. I've never done it. Sounds nice. When I was a kid, I got like a cheap like plastic flippers and a snorkel from like Canadian Tire or something, and I went snorkeling in like a local lake, and it was just really fun looking at the fish. You'd see like bass and perch and stuff down there. And I'd be like, so they are down there, because I also would go fishing and I wouldn't catch anything. They are real. I'm an adrenaline junkie. Sometimes I'd like to do the fun named death swim in Florida in a spot with Goliath groupers. What makes it a death swim? Bass or lake puppies? Cranky lake puppies. I'd caught one and I was letting it go, and it was so mad that it like made a point to splash me on its way down. They can eat you. Do they want to? Are they seeking to? Lots of things can eat you. If they're hunting you, that's kind of crazy. That's like going to visit polar bears just to see what'll happen. Very aggressive. Yeah, not a fan of that. I'd rather leave them where they belong and not go there. Stay in my office where the Goliath creepers won't get me.
Stay here and recover.
I'd be swimming by them being like, I'm not yummy. Boo. I taste like carrots. Blah, 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 blah. Sounded like Bill's one. Don't eat me, I'm yucky. Something's going on here and I don't really know what. I think I'm winning. I think it's fine. Short of my... I guess I could kick one. I don't have that many interrupts. I have a fear.
Let me get rid of that. Your pain, my pleasure. That's much better.
Alright, we did it. Did I get all the treasures? Where am I? I'm in Sunkiller's Sanctum. Yep, I have all the treasures. I did 2 of the 3 stories. Yeah. Good. Where is the treasure? Where's the loot? Did I get the loot? No, there's more loot. Where is it? Over here. This is my 4th Bountiful Delve for the day. I've never been this diligent before. I usually give up before I get to 4. Undercoins. What's my loot? More shoulders and... Ooh, Epic Curio. That's nice. These are crit mastery. Those are good. Those are good shoulders for... Actually, are all my shoulders veteran? Yeah, they are. Okay, those are just my new shoulders. So let's see. Hang on. Let's equip the Shadow Priest set. Let's pop on the new... Pop on the new shoulders. Save. Equip the Holy Priest set. Pop on the new shoulders. Save. And then the veteran shoulders we can DE. We don't want to put them on by accident. I want to wear the champion ones. These are good. I'm only going to worry about optimizing secondaries within a specific upgrade class of armor. So I won't keep good stat veteran over random stat champion. Is my logic. I'd rather have the item level. But when I get 2 pieces of champion, I would keep them for different stat distribution. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I've got some good... I've had some good upgrades. Also, there's Cresties, another thing to DE. Should be more diligent in getting those done. Want rank 4 for Myth Crest, max crafted items. Yeah. I'm wondering how much of the delve journey is like kind of time gated. I don't know. I guess you just do your bountifuls. It takes kind of a while. I'm not going to be in that much of a hurry. I'll probably get more Myth Crest from Mythic Plus than from Delves. I usually do. How lucrative are professions if you start late? It can be. I don't know how... I don't know. I haven't done it. I haven't started late yet. I should. I don't know if I will, though. Hey, it's about 11:30. I did my 4 Bountiful Delves. Happy with that. Feeling pretty caught up in Prey. I did my weekly events just for rep. I could do some stuff on my Hunter. That would also give me Delve season progress, just doing all of this on my alts. My Hunter needs gear pretty bad. Am I feeling pretty caught up on my Priest for now? The only other thing I could do for a weekly, and it would really be more for just collecting than anything else, would be farming extra shards of Dun to get more abundant stuff. I don't know. I'm not too fussed about it, I don't think. Anything else? I'm kind of wanting to go back to town, really. Because I could probably send more upgrades. Aside from, like, trying to sort out what the heck is going on with my trinkets. I guess I'm trying to think if there's anything else really obvious that I want to do on my Priest for gear before Raid tonight, aside from just enchant it, which is just kind of a matter of committing some gold. I could do LFR. We have Dream Rift and we have Weapons of the Void. We could heal or queue them. We would have a chance to get... It would be Veteran Track Loot, but you could get tier and trinkets and stuff. I could also do Mythic Zeros. That would be another source of champion loot. I'm still wearing a veteran... One veteran ring. Actually replaced a lot of veteran stuff from Delves today. I'm almost all champion now. It's nice. This is not the portal? This is the portal. Crafting anything with her 4 sparks yet, I'm scared. I only have 2 sparks. I must have done a bad job or something. Maybe I put 2 in my bank. Let me go look at my bank. Hi Hazel. Hi Luke. How you doing? Happy Thursday. How are things going? I just got done with my 4 bountiful delves for the day. And I made sure to stop and get the treasures from all of them. I want to kind of be working on my Delvers meta. Oh, this is the auction house. That's not what I want to be in. I want the bank. That's trading post. That's auction house. That's the bank. I need the city guy. Sparks? Oh no, you're right. I do have 4 sparks. Gross. Kind of don't want to deal with that. I'm gonna get in a queue for LFR Dream Rift and just kind of see what the healer queue time looks like. It's only 1 boss. Raid group pulled your video up before you pulled last night. Nice. I hope it helped. Finished my first delve of 11 this season. Congratulations. How was it? I got 14 sky shards. Jordan Gold took me 2 months to remember. Somehow Silver Moon only took me a couple weeks. I was struggling. I got an add-on called City Guide to put these giant colored icons on stuff because I just couldn't find stuff otherwise, and I kept having to look it up and ask a guard and ask a guard, and I couldn't even find the guards. It was a mess. This is much better. City Guide is the name of that add-on. I recently added it to my add-ons. Google Doc should be near the bottom. I'm looking for the decor vendor. It says 1 minute queue time. Am I in raid healing spec? Yeah, I am.
Are you planning a purchase? Treat my wares with care.
Oh yeah, she's got the paintings and stuff. Oh no, she's got the extra copies of like promotional things. You guys pick up this vase from the advertisement on the side of the Zillow for Azeroth website? It's cute. I like it. Looks good. Guess you do need that new prescription. Sure did. I felt like that news came out at the same time as midnight, and it was really easy to miss. Oh, there we go. This Aln trinket, Gaze of the Alnseer, is like such a questionably Epic can't even figure out what to do with it because they've been adjusting it, I think. Class chest. That would be good. I would wear veteran tier if it gave me a tier set bonus. Also a chance at this rift shroom, which is kind of cool too. Finally completed fully filling up my level 9 house. Wow, what an accomplishment. My house is so empty. I haven't gone back. I was getting turned around finding the honor vendors until I noticed the golden floating tree. I have it stored in my mind as a landmark. Lots of stuff, yeah. I did my office. I did my gaming office as a room in my WoW house, and that was about it. I also jacked up the size of my raid frame so I could see things. Okay, I have like enough consumes to be getting on with. I wonder if we're gonna one-shot this, two-shot this, 5-shot, we'll see. Oh, we're going. So he's just right here. There's no trash. you just do it. Oh no, hang on. Maybe there is trash. Okay, okay. And in raid testing, you just kind of port right to it. So I don't know.
So deep in the rift without risking our end in the madness. But you can.
House is just full of those goblin fire barrels. It's a good placeholder. Did really well with the Silver Moon layout. Very convenient. It's a pretty city. I'll probably feel better about it in a little while when I actually kind of get used to getting around. I used to have floating combat text turned off, and I used a script to do so, and I've been trying to do it again, and I cannot get it to work. I don't know if they changed the script. I don't know if I'm putting it in wrong. It's not working for me. It's usually like a console command. I don't want to install an add-on just to disable floating combat text. I guess I'll do it if I have to, but like, all this green text is so distracting. It's not actionable information. It's not, I didn't need to know that I healed 30 people for 1,500 each. Like, it's not helpful. Separate command for healer text. But I'm also getting damage text. And I tried my darndest to turn it off. I'm sure it's doable. Maybe I need to mess with it some more. I was frustrated. You can do it with console commands. That's the hope. I'm pretty sure that's what I tried. Let me try it again. Maybe I just put it in wrong last time. Nope. No luck. That's what I tried last time.
One was allowed to grow for too long. The rift has formed it into something terrible. Without a goddess to shape it,
Isn't that weird?
it's only torment and rage. It must be dumped.
I guess I should like look into what's going on. Oh, do they randomly afflict people with on-site in this difficulty? You don't have to like get in it. Advanced interface options has a way of turning it off. I'll look. Is that an add-on or is it just like a tab of the options? Automatically handled nullify. Yeah, that's good. Add-on. Oh, I really would love to do it without an add-on. Maybe, yeah, that's asking too much of the world. Because then the second I have to disable all my add-ons, it's just going to come right back. It's just so spammy. The sweater's nice and warm. I was getting cold and I feel much better now. It's fluffy. Like a big fluffy pink cupcake. It's tricky in the Holy Priest Archon healing spec. You want to use your Flash of Light procs on Prayer of Healing if there's any AoE healing at all to do. But you're farming them with Flash of Light, which can also consume the proc. So if you're just spamming it away, not paying attention, you can easily consume the proc that you were trying to farm on the wrong spell because you thought you hadn't procced it yet. Takes some getting used to. It seems to be going fine. At first I was really cranky that my spec didn't have Sanctify as a separate button, but I actually really prefer it just being built into Serenity because I don't have to like look for where all the people are. And it gives me a great excuse to not be running friendly nameplates, which is another huge source of screen clutter. Action bar is far emptier than your other specs. Yeah, there's like basically nothing to do. But not nothing, you know, there's still healing that has to happen, and you can make it happen, and you're still kind of sort of like judging your mana a little bit. I don't know. I'm not that bored. I'm glad I'm giving it a chance. I think it might win me over. Or I'll just get lazy and used to all these smart heals and I won't want to do it the old-fashioned way anymore. Oh, that's a mistake. Historically been bad about screen clutter and too much information. More better, right? Add-on number go up. In Raid, I know that I will get so quickly distracted by a piece of irrelevant information that I prefer to strip as many of them out as possible. When I'm really struggling with Raid prog, I'll hide my meters because it's not directly actionable info. It's something I like to know later for like vanity or for iterating, but like mid-fight, I've been known to hide them during progression. Most part, this has been very positive, nice change. Looking for reasons to delete more add-ons. Thought I could do without. Can I mog it? No, I need that one for sure. Add-ons like that are just kind of like extra information outside of combat about like collections and just like improved menus and stuff, I don't see a good reason to get rid of unless they're throwing errors. Well, thank you very much for the anonymous gift subs. Appreciate it. Oh, burn the prep. Oopsies. I'm bad on maxing. I appreciate that I can feel my heals. There's been versions of the game where when you heal someone in a raid especially, and you press a button, you don't really see anything move because you're doing such a small, I don't know, increment. And I feel like I can really, when I press a heal, I see it land. It feels satisfying. Raid leader will say if we're stuck in a mechanic or a boss, damage meter is off, but he would say it when TPS sucks, I can stand and stuff. Alright guys, you've lost your DPS meter privileges. I really should be using him here, and I've been switching to... Oh, that's okay, we did it anyway. Alright, well, I'm gonna roll for this. I think it's good, and we'll find out anyway. This is a offhand... I don't especially need it, I'll just mod roll for that. Is the furniture not a guaranteed, Oh hey, I got a trophy. Oh, yeah. I was joking about these being not painted. And I was like, is the paint extra? Are you gonna get to your interface and you're gonna find out that there's 32 die slots and you have to figure out what color it should be? I rolled a 98. In LFR, I rolled a 98 for the Almseer. No way. There's 3 people that haven't rolled yet. That's so lucky. Yeah, somebody could get a 99 or a 100. Or they could tie me at a 98 and then win the reroll. I think it's gonna have to time out. Yeah, all the luck for the season used. Crossing my fingers they don't. I'd love to have even an LFR one if it turns out to be as good. As good as it was. I know they've been tuning it. I'd love to have one. Because, like, it's not like I'm going to get it in my regular raid, right? Like, I'm a healer. I'm not top of the list for loot. If an Almseer drops, it's not going to me. One gaze, please. Blizzard, I need more gaze. Please, give me my gaze. I can't live without my gaze. Doesn't matter if LFR for some specs it's BIS. Bothers me when people don't roll. Yeah, it's just going to have to time out. They've left the group and everything. They're not going to win it from outside the instance. This person is, like, offline. Okay. I'm going to wait right here. Mail. Yes. All right. That was a very worthwhile LFR queue. I'm glad that I did that. I will not be queuing for LFR Voidspire because this one took a while and it was only one boss. Large. Yeah, I'm gonna just juice it if I have the crest for it. Upgrade the heck out of it. That's funny. I did not expect to though. Everybody rolled that too. Like almost everybody in the entire raid rolled, and I got a 98. That's crazy. All right, upgrades. Thank you, Blizzard.
We have slept long enough.
Yes, the moral of the story, kids, is do your LFR, I guess. Yep. Discounted upgrades as well. Not too bad. I'm gonna have to figure out which one sucks more or less. Let me see. Let's look at questionably epic. Let's do our holy spec first. So we're wearing our holy priest gear. QE Live. This is my go-to site for healer trinket recommendations. I'll also double check Wowhead. They say Gaze of the Allenseer has a bug, so it's not in this list just because of the ability, but I'm pretty sure it's very good. After that, my other two trinkets are, what are we looking at? We're looking at a Vessel of Tortured Souls and a Crucible. Crucible is down here. Vessel's way down there, so Vessel's much worse. Okay. What about... Let me pull up the Wowhead Holy Priest trinkets. Yeah. Gaze of the Allenseer is like a BIS trinket still. Right up there with Locust Walker's ribbon. Vessel is D tier. Crucible is... Looking at the Wowhead guide. Vessel is D tier. Crucible is not even on this list. Really? Yeah, no, that's it. I guess it's not from Delve's Crafting Mythic Plus or Raid. I think I can pretty safely keep it. That last site was questionably epic. It's for healers. It doesn't handle DPS trinkets. I love the big graph, though. Yeah. So I'm going to have that be part of my healing spec. And then for Shadow Priest, let me look. For Shadow Priest, I should just do Wowhead. So, Priest. You visit this page often. I sure do. Biskier. Trinkets. So Gaze of the Allenseer for Shadow Priest is also S tier, so we're going to wear that. And then beyond that, Vessel is B tier, so it might make it. What else people check? Blood Melon? I don't know. Is that still a thing? Okay, so Shadow Priest trinkets. This is for single target. It looks like Gaze is very good. I'm just looking at Vessel versus Crucible, really, and then I'll check for multi-target, too. So there's Vessel down kind of there. Crucible, not even on the list, man. I'll just use Vessel. That's about the amount of energy I have for my Googling. So I'll use Vessel instead of Crucible for Shadow Priest. So let's equip the Shadow Priest set. Switch this one out to Gaze. Switch this one out to Vessel. That is an on equip, which we appreciate. We'll save that. And then I think we can officially get rid of this Glorious Crusades keepsake because I don't remember seeing it on the lists. If I look at the Shadow Priest list. Glorious. It's not even here. Okay. She didn't even get mentioned. Is it B tier? Hmm. Yeah, no, we'll keep the Crucible around. It's a highest secondary thing. And it also helps your party members. Let me look at the Wowhead page one more time. You said it was B tier for Shadow Priest, the Crucible? Or not the Crucible, the Glorious thing. Wowhead, Shadow Priest, trinkets. Oh, for Holy. Okay, Wowhead, Holy Priest trinkets. Maybe I want to use that instead of Crucible. Oh, you're right. It is B tier for Holy. How did you catch that? Yeah, so it's above Vessel for sure. But if I look at questionably epic, is it above on this? Glorious Crusader's Keepsake is here. It is above Crucible. It's not above it by much. They're like neck and neck. It's this bar versus this bar. But I will wear it. Okay, so we're keeping that one. So my Holy Priest trinkets, let's put that on. Let's switch out Crucible for Crusader's Keepsake. Save that. And then my Shadow Priest trinkets are Vessel and Gaze. Nice. Okay, well, I'm happy to have a sick trinket for tonight. That's good. Nobody's using this Anguish Agitator, right? Pardon me. While I'm looking at trinkets. I hate having so many different things to check. I don't have the patience for this. Shadow Priest trinkets. Take me back to the tab I just closed. Gesundheit, thank you. I don't see an Anguish Agitator here anywhere. Locust Walker's Ribbon isn't part of a lot of conversations. I know that's a good trinket for Holy. Apparently. It was up there on the thing. Yeah, I think we're looking good. I'm gonna pop onto my hunter for a second just to see if there's any like world quest upgrades for her, and also I sent her some more gear. Plus I can check my war bank for any even adventure loot might be an upgrade for her. Happy. Maybe sometime today I should do my other LFR before raid just in case I get tier or something crazy. Okay, bank is over this way. Mailbox right here. For some reason my eyes glaze right over these mailboxes. I tend to not notice them. So my hunter got an extra one. Veteran track one. Pop that on over the 198. And then let's look at
Make use of our
my warbank gear. We have a Warbound Champion helmet, which we can wear. That's plate. There is a mail belt. I know I can get a champion belt, but I may as well put this one on just for the moment. That is a back piece. That'll be good. The more I can use these things, the better. So that's 6 item levels from that item. Another 3 from that. Average going up. She's a pretty fresh character. 209 is a big step up. Not gonna lie. Oh yeah, and then she got the tier gloves. I can't believe my priest has tier. Or not my priest, my hunter has tier before my priest. Unbelievable. I only have 2 90s. This is my only other 90 aside from my main. Hey, let me look at the world quests. Let me enable my world quest tab add-on. Love it when people try to bargain me down by 50 gold on a 7k mock piece. Does it work? That's what happened with my hunter. Alright, let's look at all the world quests, and we're gonna sort them by gear. There is a adventure bow. I have an adventure bow. This one. Ring the dinner bell is gonna give me some bracers. Let's do that. It's not far from here. Dawn crystals very cheap. Cheaper than they were. Enchants should be coming down. I'll probably spend some gold to get my gear enchanted before raid tonight. Even though I am an enchanter. Hell no. Someone mailed me a recipe I was selling on the auctions for 750k and they offered 200k. I miss all the chances you don't take. How hard do you think it is for them to trim this? Like, they would need the biggest ladder. I guess they have magic and stuff. They can probably do it magically. Yeah, I'll do this for a pair of bracers. Hey everyone, how's it going? Hello! Going good. Just about reaching the end of my stream today. I just did an LFR and I rolled a 98 under the gate, the Ellenseer trinket. Which is like a BIS trinket for everybody, I guess. It's crazy. There you go. Some bracers, over questing bracers. That's a huge step up. What else do we got? In this zone, I could get some shoulders. It's an elite quest, but it is in this zone. Let's do it. Death Twilight. I will join a group this time. Had a great experience in LFR today. Nice. How was it? Like, what was it like? I only did Chimeras so far, and it was fine. I was healing. No one did anything too crazy. No one took too much damage. And I don't think anyone died. Someone was trying to sell me a recipe for 100k. I offered 65. They declined. Bought it the next day for 30k. I don't really know what the point of this hunter alt is. It's not like I want to bring it to raid or anything. Sometimes it's just fun to have a place to put your extra gear, I guess. You know, I'm getting all this warbound gear. Someone should wear it. Comes in handy to have an alt to do a weekly with or something. Get an extra bunch of gold. Only really wiped twice. Cleared both instances. Nice. Yeah, I gotta do Void Spire still. I'm a little nervous about it, but I think it'll be fine. Saturday, get the keys to Squirrel Manor. Saturday. Nice. When is moving day? Do you have, like, movers booked and stuff? Or do you have, like, lots of time to do it? Or do you have to do it in, like, one big go? Oh yeah, I need to find a group. Whoever wants me first. What's going on? Did that LFR the other day. Was a cluster at first until someone who knew how the fight worked showed up. Had a good time. Nice. Taking a week off in April. Got to be out of the old place by April 30th. Oh, nice. Bit by bit till then. Yeah, you got lots of time. That's a much chiller way to do it. Although Limbo does suck. I'll give you that. Is it super far? Is it like a really... And you don't have to be specific, but like, is it like a really long drive from your current place, or... I had a bit of a trek to get to this place, so I wanted to do it in one big shot. Half hour? Oh, that's not bad. A little less. Nice. That's close enough that you can still like shop at the same places and have the same friends and stuff. Are you guys gonna do any like painting or updates or anything before you move in, or are you just gonna go in as is? All my friends live in the States. That's not changing, sadly. Yeah. I mean, it's a nice benefit of online friends is that wherever you move, they come with you. I don't have a lot of in-person friends, but I've known a lot of the same people online for a long time, and I've been able to raid with them every week on and off from the States, from Victoria, from here. Gotta paint some rooms. Nice. 3 more cultists. I like the pooter. It's got all my friends in it. mind making local friends, but I feel like I've got all the time in the world. And, you know, let people see me around first. I need one more cultist. I can probably just, like, camp onto this. Latch myself onto this pole here. Yeah. Gotta take down a wall and ceiling to start building the home gym. Holy, that's a big project.
Well done. The Twilight's blade will think again before
Huge
attempting
item level
anything
upgrade.
Eversong.
Nice. I love it when you put on one piece of gear and it gives you 3 overall item levels. That's crazy. Alright, I think she has to go home. I think I'm done for today. That is the time that I had. I'm so pleased with that LFR. That was so lucky. Current place already looks like the back room, so there's not much to move. Nice. Yeah, that's always good. Oh, for a second, I was going to leave my party, and I almost hit stop streaming instead. Like, yeah, gonna wrap up. Beep. Turning it off. I'm gonna say goodbye first. I would like to thank everybody for joining me today. I appreciate your company. Appreciate you spending this time with me on stream today. I will be back tomorrow for Friday morning stream. We will find something fun to get up to, I'm sure. Appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.